All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Getting a little bit of a late start here as our second game ran late. The King Philip Warriors getting ready to take on the #1 seed, undefeated and unchallenged Catholic Memorial Knights for the Division II MIAA Super Bowl Championship. I'm Paul Healy along with Michael Healy, Big Brother Mike, MVP at Westboro High in '65, co-captain of the URI Fighting Rams in 1969, longtime coach, much better football player than me, but remember, Michael, Mom loved me more.
Nah, that was sympathy and empathy, and I'll leave it at that. But anyway, it is so great to be here.
Yes.
Watching two of the great high school programs in Massachusetts, and if KP can upset CM in this game, it'll be the upset of the ages.
Yes.
Even though King Philip in the last 7 years has been to 4 Super Bowls and won 2, which speaks highly of Brian Lee's coaching career, which obviously goes all the way back to his father, the great John Lee, who I think is one of the greatest coaches that I've ever seen or heard of in this great state.
John Lee was replaced at Walpole by Chuck Grant, and now Chuck Grant's son is the starting quarterback for King Philip. We'll be right back after this on AACS 15 Sports.
This broadcast of the MIAA Division I, II, and III Super Bowls is made possible thanks to Mark Perryman and the entire staff at Patriot Subaru, 551 Washington Street in North Attleboro. Patriot Subaru is proud to support the Red Rocketeers, KP, and all of the teams competing for a championship with a love of the game. See how I work that in there? For more information, visit Patriot Subaru of NA.com. Subaru sales and service in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and beyond. Love, it's what makes a champion a champion. Is that how it goes? College football was introduced in 1869. 4 years later, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley & Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs. Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts-chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. Personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Congratulations to all of the teams, especially KP from Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com.
Welcome back. Gillette Stadium, Catholic Memorial, undefeated and dominant. They have scored 554 points on the season, allowed only 134. Their offense is so good, their defense gets overlooked. Congratulations to St. John's Prep, the only team all season to hold Catholic Memorial under 40 points. They scored 38 points. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a mistake.
No, somebody held them to 38 once.
Yeah, St. John's Prep held them to 38 points.
38-9.
A 38-9 victory, right, yeah. Every other game they scored over 40. They scored 57 on Thanksgiving Day against BC High with many of their backup players in the lineup. John DiBiaso, the great legendary coach, after so many successful years at Everett, is now at CM, and the success has followed, Michael.
By the way, I don't know of any high school coach that's anywhere that's won more than 340 games, but we had Mac Jones, the Patriots quarterback, on the sidelines, and his high school coach just passed away this last year.
Wow.
And he coached at Bowles School in Jacksonville, and I think he had 450 victories.
Wow.
Not bad.
No.
So, John DiBiaso, you're in pretty good health.
Yeah, how many does Ken LaChapelle have at Northbridge?
Kenny's over 400, I think. Yeah, he beat me out for the head coaching job in his hometown. I think they made the right choice.
Yeah, considering he's
still there.
Yes, exactly
that
right.
That was 1976,
Wow.
So he's been head coach 45 years. I bet Kenny's averaged 9 wins.
Yeah.
He's got to have over 400. By the way, Brian Lee is 118 and 25 in his career.
Yep.
And if you add that to his dad's career, I think his dad was something like 225.
At Walpole.
That's something like that. So pretty good family lineage there.
KP wearing their gold helmets, white jerseys, green and gold stripes on the shoulders, gold pants. Catholic Memorial, silver helmets, scarlet red jerseys, silver pants. They too have stripes on the shoulders. KP will kick off right to left into a slight breeze here at Gillette Stadium as we get ready for the start of the Division II playoff game. 4 12-minute quarters. Got to get my program ready.
By the way, I just looked up. John Lee was 211, 32, and 7. Nice kickoff return here by number 1.
Detrell Jones, the junior, matriculates from his own 15-yard line up to about the 26-yard line, and that's where CM will take over 1st and 10. Whoops. And the ball will be placed at their own 26-yard line. Trying to look down there and get this offensive line lined up. Gonna have to put the distance glasses on, Mike, for the next play. Off tackle left, huge hole!
Haywood.
A beautiful tackle, or he'd still be running. That was number 27, Carson Harwood. And they come right to the line of scrimmage, a 9-yard gain. Mike, they don't want you to talk. There's that modified double wing formation.
Yes.
Harwood runs right again. Now that's interesting because Rich Harwood,
lefty ran there again,
is the director of football operations for King Philip. I don't know if he's related to Carson Harwood of Catholic Memorial fame.
Well, Carson Harwood has gained over 500 yards in 3 tournament games. He's only a junior. He's considered to be one of the really bright prospects, but he's got another year to go.
A 9-yard gain, a 5-yard gain, and then this powerful tight split offensive line, which they run quickly. He just put 8 more yards on the board.
Well, that was Datrell Jones who ran that.
Oh, sorry.
Datrell Jones is the real deal, too.
Number 1.
He ran the first kickoff back. He got 8, and boy, they're just going right there. This is interesting.
Yeah, it's 2nd and 2. They're going so quickly, Mike can't talk. But, Mike, it's a double wing formation, very tight splits in the line, a lot of pulling on the line of scrimmage.
Yes. And what happened right there, they just ran 4 quick plays out of the double wing, and they're trying to, now they're back into a more normal formation.
Yeah. They're at the 47-yard line of KP. Jones taken down for a loss. In there for KP, number 72, Hunter Hastings.
He's been a standout for 3 years. 71 checking in. I mean, KP, don't feel sorry for KP.
Right.
These kids come to play, superb coaching staff, great program. They're ready to play, but this team they're playing against is
They send 6
tremendous.
On a 2nd and 10, a draw right up the middle. CM in a more typical formation that time, 2 wideouts to the right. That's going to be a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Wow. So 78 is the right tackle. Wow. And they all look towards the sideline for the call. Here's that double wing formation. Fullback right. His helmet is almost touching the quarterback's fanny.
Quarterback draw.
Does a reverse spin and is going to go nowhere.
How do you pronounce it? Petrangolo?
Where
quarterback?
is it? The 21. Well, that was Carson Harwood, a quarterback there.
Oh, okay. That was Howard who ran that.
Petrangelo is how you pronounce the regular quarterback.
And he got nothing there.
Yeah, just like Owen McGowan from
That's
Canton used to play quarterback sometimes in this double wing. So it's 4th down, and now J.C. Petrangelo back at quarterback. Low snap, and his knee touches. And KP will take over at the 50-yard line. Mike, that Knights offense moves so fast, it's tough to keep stats and keep up.
It certainly is, but J.C. Pietrangelo there, it was a little bit of a low slap, and as he tried to come back out of it, his back foot slipped out from under him, and down he went. And that's a big break for KP. And by the way, KP lives on big breaks.
Yes.
They don't make a whole lot of mistakes.
King Philip Warriors, here they come, as we'll try to get their line left to right. Tight end, big number 86, Andrew Dawson. And Mike, look at this. They've got a tight power I formation. Is that unbalanced left?
Unbalanced, end over left.
Yep.
Toss power right up the middle.
That's Rudy Gately. Rudy Gately has 1,400 yards rushing on the season, averaging 6.2 a carry, 127 a gain, only 2 yards there.
They list him at 5'8", 175. I really think he's 5'6", 160. I'm telling you, he's tremendous. But look at him. He's not 5'8". He's a tremendous player. Power I left again.
Yep, power I formation. Quarterback back to Gately, who's got a big hole. Got to figure out who the big linemen are on the right side of that line of scrimmage. Because the teams warm up off-site, we can't watch the warm-ups to get the starting lineups. And that's a first down gain for Gately from the 49-yard line to the 36. 13 yards. Turn my field mic up.
Two tight ends again, power I.
Wow.
Right at him, right up the middle.
Man, running right behind the right guard and tackle. Moving from the 36-yard line.
4-yard gain again.
To the 33-ish.
19 yards on 3 carries for Gately. By the way, they got another very good senior running back. Crawford Kantov, exactly.
Yep.
This is not a one-man show. And Charlie Grant, the quarterback, he's also their punter. He can do a lot of things, unbalanced. This is, okay, it's interesting. I got to talk about this.
Yep.
Toss power again.
Oh, big hit by number 74 for the Knights, Torrin Roberson. But Gately kept moving forward, and it'll be third and about 4 yards to go. So a 3-yard gain for Gately.
They come out sometimes with a 9-man line.
Yeah.
And then the guy at the end of it is the fullback. He'll drop back and sometimes go in motion, but sometimes they'll stay with it, which means you really, if you pop one play, you could be gone.
And the purpose of putting more than 7 men on the line of scrimmage is to make the defense defend more gaps.
Exactly, and you can't blitz. Oh my goodness, Charlie.
Charlie Grant caught in the backfield, taken down for a big loss. Tackle made by Devon Marshall, a 6-foot, 190-pound senior, and suddenly it's 4th and 9.
But the guy who made the play was number 4, David Afago. He just forced him deep. You'll see it. Well, maybe you won't see it.
And now
he just ran by the offensive tackle. It was a corner fire right into the play. Great defensive design.
You mentioned Crawford Kantov. He was the backup running back as a sophomore, starter as a junior. Also, he's a great defensive back. He's rushed for 581 yards this year. He's averaging 5.8 yards a carry with 7 TDs. 4th and 9.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, they're not going to quick kick here. They need points against this team. 3-man line.
At the 36-yard line, heading right to left. He has time. Grant throwing deep into the corner. Oh, overthrows Brewster, the junior wide receiver who was open in the end zone. On the coverage was Mervin's Amazon. Little pumped up, Mike.
Well, it was pumped up. You know, Grant doesn't get a whole lot of notoriety because nobody from King Philip ever gets notoriety. They're the ultimate team.
Yep.
But this kid's a really good athlete. His father was a coach. His father played for the legendary John Lee.
Yeah.
And this whole team here, this is just a very well-coached team.
At their own 26.
Goal line defense on the line of scrimmage from the 26-yard line. And boy, oh boy, this guy, Harwood, runs hard.
Vicious pounding the ball to the left.
13 yards that time for Harwood.
And normally we have both offensive and defensive lines all spelled out so we can give credit to the blockers up front.
88 finally made the tackle there on that particular play.
For KP, that's big Luke
play
Jansen.
Action, out and up.
Throwing up, tips off the fingertips of number 9.
Great coverage by Kantev.
Osanubi. And there it is, there's Kantov.
Nice play action pass, quick out and up pattern. Kantavi's all over it.
Yep.
I'm going to be recommending him to Rhode Island as a cornerback.
I asked him his sophomore year, how does your mother pronounce it? And he said Kantav. Again, KP has to come up. It's going to be a timeout, KP, because they use different defenses.
Yeah, and they couldn't get him on the field.
Yes, when CM is in that tight double wing formation as opposed to the spread formation, and Mike's absolutely right, couldn't get him on the field. We'll be right back with 5:43 to go in a first-moving first quarter. No score on WARA.
This broadcast of the MIAA Division 1, 2, and 3 Super Bowls is made possible thanks to Mark Perryman and the entire staff at Patriot Subaru, 551 Washington Street in North Attleboro. Patriot Subaru is proud to support the Red Rocketeers, KP, and all of the teams competing for a championship with a love of the game. See how I work that in there? For more information, visit Patriot Subaru of NA.com. Subaru sales and service in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and beyond. Love, it's what makes a champion a champion. Is that how it goes?
Something like that. Welcome back. Charlie Grant, he's run for 6 touchdowns. He's thrown for 8 touchdowns for KP. He's caught 2.
Charlie's caught 2?
Yes. But CM, yep.
They have fun.
CM has the ball now, 2nd and 10.
And now they're into their open formation, twins each side.
Slow snap from their own 49. Blitz.
Bullet down the middle.
Petrangelo, a beautiful pass to Skeet, who dragged down at the 29-yard line of KP. So where did that start?
It was caught on the, it's a 21-yard gain.
Yep. On 3rd down. And they're lined up and ready to go again. Oh, running
Foster
hard.
Jones.
Wow.
Oh, look at him go. 9-yard gain. And that formation, I've been around football my whole life. I never saw it till about this century.
Yeah.
They're toe-to-toe in the line of scrimmage, so you can't blitz a gap.
Yep.
There's 2 tight wings, and the fullback literally is on the quarterback's butt.
That a more traditional I formation, still with tight splits. Carson Harwood runs to the left, generates another first down.
21-yard line down to the 12. I think it's a 12.
What an incredibly fast-moving offense, Mike.
9-yard gain, 39 yards on 4 first downs for Harwood, 12 yards for Jones.
Wow.
And here comes, this is the way they do things, unbalanced line, end over to the right.
Yep.
Stretch play.
Crawford runs that way, hard hit down low. Kantav up top.
Harwood
also
game.
coming in, Sullivan, who made that hit down low. Getting up slowly. That was 72 on the tackle for KP. Hunter Hastings, one of the captains. 2nd and 6.
Six-man down line, goal line defense. Right up the middle with Harwood.
I think that was that the fullback that time?
Well, he was the fullback that time.
Okay. So moves from the, boy, it's tough to even keep up with our notes here.
Well, it's very hard because
they're at the 5-yard line.
Maybe that was 99 who ran that.
Yeah, the 5-yard line, 3rd and 3. Bounces outside. That's the fullback, number 99, still on his feet, tripped up, but close to first down yardage. Number 99, Kyle King, 5'11", 240, a senior fullback linebacker.
Very good linebacker.
And there's a timeout.
He didn't get it.
And they will measure. And again, there are no hash marks on the field because they expected the New England Revolution to be hosting a playoff game Friday.
Right.
That was a crushing loss. So now has someone called a timeout? Oh, no, the KP players are trying to all go over and talk to the coaches, and the officials say, no, can't do that.
No. Here we go. It looks to me like he got the first down, but
Christopher Cisse.
No, he's a foot short.
Wow. Mike, Christopher Cisse, number 74.
Yes.
You remember his older brother because, you could relate to his story. He was a tight end as a junior, and because of injuries, a tackle as a senior.
Yeah, well, Christopher Cisse, I'll be recommending to URI next year. I would have recommended him this year, but he's only a junior.
And there's a timeout on the field. No score, but CM is driving, and their offense moves so quickly it's tough to keep up. We'll be right back.
Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts-chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. Personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Congratulations to all of the teams, especially KP from Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com.
Welcome back to WARA. We're at Gillette Stadium. The Division II Super Bowl Championship. Catholic Memorial, 4th and inches at about the 3-yard line. Power I formation, tight splits, toss to Harwood. Fumbles the ball into the end zone. It's still loose. KP is on it. Harwood, it looked like, was about to go in the end zone, lost possession, and the King Philip Warriors have recovered. Wow! Touchback, their ball at the 20-yard line.
Who recovered?
Boy, the left tackle, number 60, pulls on that.
Yes.
The hit was made by number 5 to cause the fumble. That's Jake Sullivan. Oh, what a hit by Jake Sullivan, his second huge collision of the day. And we'll see who recovers that.
It looked like he was trying to reach the ball into the end zone, and I'm glad we don't have cameras, so this is going to be replayed.
Right.
And as he extended his left arm, Sullivan whacked him, knocked the ball down, comes out to the 20. KP dodges a bullet.
Recovered by 88, Luke Dawson. Grant throws a quick screen to the right, coming through and almost tearing the KP receiver's head off was Devon Marshall as he slayed Jonathan Joseph.
Ouch, that's a completion for a -5. That's not the right kind of completion.
In the words of the great Tommy Boy Callahan, that's going to leave a mark.
And it did. 86 checks out. He's one of the KP tight ends.
That was the number Morganelli wore all those years ago when he caught that 37-yard third down pass.
And
in the Super
every
Bowl.
Sideline pass in a row against Attleboro.
Yes.
Nice cut by Gately.
Yes.
Made a man miss.
On first and 15.
Miss, and then he gets crunched.
Okay. Gately with a 6-yard gain, so it'll be third down, 9 yards to go. KP is at their own 22-yard line. 2:53, clock moving in this fast-moving first quarter. Wow. And again, Catholic Memorial, 554 points in 11 games. And to keep them off the scoreboard this late into the first quarter, tip of the hat. It was one game this year, Mike, they have 42 points in the first period.
That was against St. John's of Shrewsbury, a good team. Who beats St. John's of Danvers? A little long.
Gately,
he's got him.
Complete! The pass is complete to Brewster from Grant.
26-yard gain down the left. I thought he was throwing the receiver coming up the sideline with a deep diagonal cut right across the field, 47 yards on 2 for 3. Right, just a great play. A great play.
From the 22-yard line to the 48-yard line. Wow. First and 10, King Philip. 2 wideouts to the right as they head right to left.
2 tight ends.
Tailback behind the quarterback, Grant. Rides Gately, gives him the ball. Gately moving forward still. They're trying to rip the ball from him, but he's already down.
Everybody in the Hockomock is rooting for this KP team. Everybody in the Hockomock is saying, we want to show you we can play with anybody.
Gately gains 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4 for the Warriors at the 46 of the Knights.
There aren't too many teams who try to run right at Catholic Memorial Knights.
Again, Mike, look at that. All the men they have in the line of scrimmage.
And now the fullback comes back, lead blocks, run in isolation, first down, 6-yard gain. Rudy Gately.
Hunter Hastings, the left tackle, pulling to the right.
Yes.
And again, Mike, you have to have 7 men in the line of scrimmage. They started with 9.
Yes, well, you can't start with more than 9 because you need a quarterback and another back. Well, I guess you could start with 10.
They go from the, yep, go ahead.
No, somebody can take a snap.
They go, yep.
It looks like caveman football. It's not. It's very sophisticated.
And again, it makes the defense defend more gaps than usual.
It's true.
They give to the fullback up the middle. Starts right, pops left.
Picks up 4 or 5.
Moves to the 34-yard line.
Who is that number?
We're going to find out very soon.
I think it's 25 is normally the fullback.
Yep, 25. William Astorino. He picks up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Every year I watch KP and I just say, it's got to be the same guys. They just plug in new guys, and they run the same thing from youth football all the way up.
Yep.
Great staff, no nonsense. 2 tight ends again.
Yep. I formation,
fullback.
fake to the fullback left, tailback goes right. Bounces off the hit attempt of Kyle King. And boy, this Rudy Gately, 5'8", 175, and as Mike said, he's not that tall, he's not that heavy. But he always moves forward.
And he's got the quickest feet, and he's a tough kid.
Yep.
You know, all of these teams now have significant weight training programs.
Yeah.
And the power these kids get in their legs from doing those squats is more important than the power you get in biceps.
And that will end the first quarter of play. No score. When we come back, it'll be 3rd down, 3 yards to go for the King Philip Warriors at the 31-yard line of the Catholic Memorial Knights.
Thank you to Jeff Schweitzer of Northeast Financial Strategies for helping us broadcast the MIAA Division 1, 2, and 3 Super Bowl championship games. Located in Rentham since 2010, committed to the community, Jeff provides financial strategies that fit your needs. You can contact Jeff and talk about football or finance at 800-560-4637. That's 800-560-4637 or nfsnet.com. Good luck to all of the teams competing for the crown from Jeff Schweitzer and Northeast Financial Strategies. The Eaglebrook Saloon in Norfolk brings the look of the Wild West, a full menu and a family-friendly setting convenient to Gillette Stadium, Patriot Place, and the Rentham outlets. An experience not often found in this neck of the woods. Partner, a tip of the hat to KP and all of the title contenders from Chuck Horn, Ellen, and everyone at the Eaglebrook Saloon. All hail the spirit of Russ Francis. EaglebrookSaloon.com.
Kids, if you're not old enough to remember Russ Francis, ask your ask your grandparents.
That's true. yeah, you're right about that. And now they're having to retreat to wait for, is this television
Might be
timeout?
a television timeout. So I'm trying to get the exact lineup of this KP line. I believe 74 is the right tackle. Whoops.
That's Christopher Cisse. He's the right tackle.
Charlie Grant, the quarterback.
Power eye again, Paul. 2 tight ends.
Power eye right. 3rd and 3 from the 31 of CM. Gately runs up the middle. Stutter steps to the left. He'll be taken down short. It's going to be 4th and about a half a yard to go. So we'll give Gately credit for 2 yards on that.
45 yards on 9 carries.
Wow. He's at the 29-yard line, and it's 4th and a half a yard.
Yeah, foot, maybe a little more than a foot.
So from the 31 to the 20. Here we go. Big play for King Philip. Clock's moving, approaching 11:20 to go. Power eye right again.
Sneak on touch.
Charlie Grant on the first sound. And I think he broke the plane. Looking at the near side official, he'll have enough.
No, he picked up 2 yards.
Wow.
4th down.
Charlie Grant. 50 carries on the year for 145 yards, 6 touchdowns.
64 checks in for KP. That's Michael Murphy, it's 5'11", 225-pound interior lineman, which means they're probably running some power thing now.
I believe the center is number 70.
That's Daniel Nineveh or Ninev.
Nenev?
6 feet.
Nenev?
Well, it's pronounced it here, Nineveh. That's,
okay.
Once again, we're getting phonetic help here in these programs.
Where are you getting that phonetic help?
It says right there.
Oh, thank you. And they bring out the chains
and
again.
They got it.
There are no hash marks painted on the field because they thought the Revolution would be playing a home playoff game Saturday. And remember, folks, the goalposts, 6 yards thinner.
6 feet thinner.
6 feet
3
thinner
feet on each
at
side.
the pro level than at the high school level. I formation, 8 men in the line of scrimmage. Kantav is in a tailback. He runs right behind the right tackle, Cisse. Kantav, is that his first carry?
It's his first carry.
Yes, it is.
He's got breakaway speed, too.
5-yard gain will give him. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Warriors. They're at the 23-yard line now of the Knights. Approaching 10:40 to go in the second quarter. And again, KP with those special playoff helmets designed like a full headdress.
Toss left. It's a toss power. He runs anywhere he wants.
Yes, the toss was to the left. He went back to the right of the center.
Yes.
Nineveh, and he gains another first down for the Warriors. So 5 more yards for Kantav.
I think he got 6 there. I gave 5 to Kantav the first time. I'm going to give him 6 that time because they made 11 yards on the 2 carries.
He's at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10 KP.
They haven't gained an inch outside of the tackles.
4-man front, and they give it to the fullback up the middle, number 25, Astorino. Pushed way back beyond the line of scrimmage. 26 in there, also number 87. That's Hirschfield, and 26 was Claude.
71 with a great drive block on number 78. By the way, number 78, I believe, Gernby Lambert is listed at 6'7", 285.
A sophomore.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Trying to find.
I keep looking for guys who want to recruit to URI, and they're underclassmen.
Toss to Kantav. Again, they run
back
behind the left guard and the left tackle. And Kantav, again, with a cutback right at the line of scrimmage.
Got him 4 yards.
So it'll be 3rd down, about 4 yards to go, and they're at the 11-yard line of the Knights heading left to right.
Number 32, Brady McGowan. I wonder if he's
he's the younger brother of Owen.
Well, he knows how to play football, too.
And
good linebacker.
Timeout by CM on the field. 9:08 to go, first half, no score. KP's fine with that. We'll be right back.
Achin's Garage is now celebrating more than 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Achin's provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking up a big chunk of your day. Achin's Garage, proudly celebrating more than 100 years of service to the area and congratulating all of tonight's teams.
In our first game, Marblehead in a thriller prevailed 35-28 over North Attleboro in a stunningly frustrating game to watch. Springfield Central won the Division I title 22-15 over Central Catholic, and this has been an unbelievably fast-moving first half, Michael.
Yeah, well, we're back on schedule.
Yeah.
9:08 to go here in the first half. Big series coming up. Look for a play-action pass. But you never know with this team. They'll do anything they want out there.
Yep.
They really have a lot of confidence in the KP way.
Shotgun formation. Joseph comes in motion from right to left. Back to pass is Grant. His line gives him time. Deep in the end zone.
Too high.
Oh, just too high for Thomas Brewster, who broke free late. Grant just misses it, tossing it over his head. It'll be 4th and 4.
I assume they'll kick the field goal. They have a good kicker, and let's hope these uprights, these narrow uprights, go. He's wide open, and he sees him. He just lost it, and it was just too bad.
Yep.
Number 11 for Catholic Memorial in the coverage today. That's Mervin's Amazon, 6'3", 200-pound junior safety.
What was that loud sound? Another timeout by Catholic Memorial. We'll take that and be right back. No score, but KP lining up for a field goal.
I think they
This
just worried about a
broadcast of
fake.
the MIAA Division 1, 2, and 3 Super Bowls is made possible thanks to Mark Perryman and the entire staff at Patriot Subaru, 551 Washington Street in North Attleboro. Patriot Subaru is proud to support the Red Rocketeers, KP, and all of the teams competing for a championship with a love of the game. See how I work that in there? For more information, visit Patriot Subaru of NA.com. Subaru sales and service in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and beyond. Love, it's what makes a champion a champion. Is that how it goes?
Looks like the long snapper is Thomas Brewster. The holder is Mark Tagerman. And the place kicker, number 9, Matthew Kelly. Kick is up, and the kick is good, bringing back memories of the Cole Baker, who kicked a winning field goal in that direction against Lincoln Sudbury a few years ago. 3-0, King Philip. That's only the second time Catholic Memorial has trailed all season long, and they've never trailed in a game in the second quarter. 3-0 KP. So a 28-yard field goal.
And by the way, they're lucky it's not 7-0.
Yes.
Because they left a man wide open and they couldn't get through. And if one thing they know at this point right now is KP can hit with them.
Yes.
I mean, KP just picked up 64 yards rushing so far in the first half, 21. They get 85 yards total. I mean, let's face it, CM is not worried.
A long way to go, but when CM has handled teams like St. John's Prep 38-9, Malden Catholic 49-8, Xaverian 41-10, Woburn 41-0, Reading 47-13.
Great kick.
Wow, deep kick. Bobbled, but caught at his own 3. Here comes Devin Marshall running to the right. Gets one block, gets to the 20, leaps over a tackler all the way out to the 34-yard line. That's a 33-yard return by Devin Marshall.
Boy, that was an outstanding return. The ball was kicked deep. He had to go back to get it. He was all back on his heels, kept his composure, made one nice cut coming up the right side, balls to the 35-yard line.
And
32-yard return.
You got to be in your A game calling CM how quickly they can get snap plays from scrimmage. Okay, 50 is their left guard. 70-something's the left tackle. Shotgun snap to Pietrangelo. Oh, nearly intercepted, but turning from receiver to defensive back, Jaden Skeet rips the ball away from Thomas Brewster. It'll be 2nd and 10 Knights. Wow.
No, that was could have been intercepted. They thought they were in man. It was actually in zone. He just sat back there, saw it coming, and great defensive play by the split end to keep it from being an INT.
Run heavy formation with a bunch to the right. They pull the left wing, running right on a jet sweep. Big play for CM.
That fast.
Ripped out of bounds by KP.
20-yard gain. Was that Datrell Jones again?
That was number 1 by Astorino. Yep.
Just everybody pulling, student body sweep, and boy, nice stiff arm. You finally got him out of bounds.
Wow. From their own 35 to the plus 47. Jones now running left. So that was a gain of
18 on the first one. And they're still blowing whistles here. We got an illegal procedure penalty, I believe. I think it might be 6 men on the line.
Illegal shift. So that'll make it 1st and 15. And the ball will move from the KP 45.
Somehow there we go. 46 yard line back to the
49.
Own 49.
Yep,
twins to the left. Heavy backfield with Harwood on the left.
Yep.
Tight slot to the right.
Pietrangelo back to pass, throws into the right flat. Both the receiver and defensive back go down on the coverage. Jonathan Joseph, intended receiver, Matthew Rios.
And somebody's calling for a penalty there. There was nothing. That ball was uncatchable.
Yeah.
Receiver just fell down.
Yep. So here's a big 2nd and 15 for CM. Ball got moved forward a little bit. They're moving it back.
Was it the center who moved it forward?
Yeah. 2 wideouts to the left. That's the wide side. Running back to the right, to the left of the quarterback, Petrangelo, who's back to pass. Throws deep, wide open, making the catch and cruising into the end zone on a beautiful post pattern. Cole Osanubi, 6'3", Catholic Memorial.
Was that 46-yard pass?
Yeah.
Was it 51? 46, I think.
It was 2nd and 50. No, it was a 51-yard pass.
Yeah, 51-yard pass. Boy, that made that. He just comes out of the slot and he just breaks it off from the short side of the field, and just gorgeous play. 51-yard touchdown pass.
What I can't haven't. First time I've seen CM this year. We saw him in playoff games in previous years. A Division I game against St. John's Prep where they lost. The PAT is good for St. John's. They're looking for their first state title, Catholic Memorial, in 43 years. But under John DiPiasso, Mike, I can't believe how quickly they run their plays.
Yeah. Well, we've seen this before, when they try to do it against St. John's.
Yeah.
And St. John's plays them every year.
Yeah.
I mean, they played against DiPiasso every year because nobody else wanted to play him at Everett.
When he was at Everett, yeah.
And so St. John's was always ready for it.
Yeah.
But it's striking how quickly both teams can run their plays.
Want to thank our sponsors, our lead sponsor, Patriot Subaru in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. W.H. Riley and Son for all your heating and cooling needs. Rentham Cooperative Bank.
Watch the kicker here, 86. He does a little skip and jump like that.
Northeast Financial Strategies, Eaglebrook Saloon, Aitchin's Garage, and the Gavel Public House. Hello to everyone.
Hop here, there we go.
Wow, there's the hop.
And a nice booming boot down to the goal line almost.
Kantav, I believe. And they reverse it. A reverse to Jonathan Joseph. Doesn't fool anyone. He's hemmed in and brought down.
Goodness.
First hit made by number 46 for the Knights, Malcolm Robertson. KP takes over at their own 15-yard line, trying a reverse from Kantav to Crawford on the kickoff.
Brian Lee doesn't mind trying certain things here, but that was just perfect kick coverage. Just great coverage by a well-coached team.
8:04 to go in the second quarter. KP takes over their own 15-yard line. Warriors 1st and 10, trailing 7-3.
And 2 tight ends again.
And end over on the right. 8 men in the line of scrimmage.
Toss power to Gately.
Gately, yep. Trying to see who that made that. That's number 99 again with another tackle, Kyle King. Gately gains 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
King alternates. When they want to go into a 50, he'll go down at linebacker. He also he'll go down at nose, rather.
Yeah.
They can be very flexible defensively, CM, without making substitutions.
Wow. Again, extra lineman to the right side. 8 on the line of scrimmage. A counter to the right. Oh, and Gately is hammered at the line of scrimmage, keeps his feet, and then taken down. Another play by Kyle King. Haven't been able to block him 2 plays in a row.
I think it was 87 who made the hit there. I'm not sure. But 87 took it as hard as Gately did.
Okay. And 87 is Jared Hirschfield.
Oh, no, he took on the block.
Okay.
Oh, the linebacker again, 99 made
King.
that hit.
Yeah.
King.
Sometimes I get it right, Mike.
No, you certainly did. You get it right a lot.
1 yard gain for Gately. It is 3rd and 6. A big play for KP. They're only at their 19-yard line.
They pulled on that play. They made a perfect block on the man they wanted to block, the left defensive end. We call it a defensive tackle back in the days of the 50, and they got nothing out of it. What, they get a yard?
Yes, they did. 3 men in a bunch formation to the right of the formation. Grant rolls that way. One's going deep.
He can run. Oh,
a sideline to go. Great pattern adjustment on the fly by Jonathan Joseph, and he makes the catch. First down, a huge 3rd down conversion for the Warriors.
14-yard gain. And rolling out of the pocket away from the big uglies up front. And you'll see him just pull up here, stop dead, catch the ball, and get whacked out of bounds by number 2, Jaden Skeet.
Wish I had more of those numbers of the sluggos on the line of scrimmage. 2 tight ends, wide out, way to the left, wide side. Right wing comes in motion left. Grant has to run for his life, gets to the edge, lowers his shoulder, takes a huge hit delivered by Maxwell Tucker. And Grant pops right back up, says, let's play football. That's a loss of 4 yards, 2nd and 14.
I play for KP, my old man's from Walpole. Let's play ball.
Yeah.
But he lost 3.
Okay, just 3, yep. 2nd down, 13 yards to go. KP at their own 30-yard line, trailing 7-3, 6:13 to go, first half. Grant waiting for the snap. Two wideouts, two wideouts to the left.
Draw.
A draw. Huge hole for Kantov, but a nice open field tackle. Philly made a lot out of it.
Yeah, it was Gately.
That was Gately, excuse me. Tackle made by number 4, David Afogo.
I thought that play was going somewhere. Great read by the linebacker,
Yep.
corner, left outside linebacker, David Afogo. Is that how it's pronounced?
Gately moves from his own 30 to his own 37.
3rd down and 6.
Yep. Long time in the huddle. I believe the center for KP coming out over the ball. Big number 70, Daniel Ninivi. 2 wideouts to the right.
Looks like it's man free. It is an open zone.
Left slot comes in motion right to create trips. Slant over the middle.
Yes.
2 wide receivers in the same territory, but Joseph with the catch. Another first down.
And it's a 8-yard gain, 9-yard gain for Joseph. He was the inside guy, the 3. He just goes out and button hooks.
Wow.
And it's a strike by Grant. Bang, bang, bang.
9 yards. Wow, Grant, boy, throws the ball very, very well.
Yes,
again,
he does.
8 touchdowns passing, 6 rushing, 2 receiving.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm trying to remember who the halfback pass. They ran a nice halfback pass against Milford in that tournament game where they had the ball for 19 minutes out of 21.
Wow. That's right. Milford, had the ball for 2 minutes and 39 seconds in the second half.
Trap play. Gately tries to fight off, but he only gets a yard.
Pulling to the right was Christopher Cisse. As Mike mentioned, Gately battling for that 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. King Philip, they were at the 47-yard line. There's only 4:20 to go in the first half. Come on, guys, slow the game down a little bit so we can play some ads from our sponsors.
No kidding. What do you think runs this country? All right, Grant's back in there. They still do it old school. He goes over and he talks to Brian Lee for about every call.
Yep.
You can't get anything wrong that way.
We don't need no stinking signals. I formation, wide out is to the left. Tight end right with a wing.
Corner blitz.
Nice block on the line by number 72, Hastings. Throws just out of bounds, out of the grasp of Joseph. It'll be 3rd and 8.
That was a beautiful corner linebacker blitz, well disguised by Catholic Memorial. And you see, the defensive end was also in there. Grant just did a 180. Can't do 360. He'd end up the same place for
Yes,
Casey.
exactly.
And spun away to the right and avoided the big loss. Almost made the play.
72's the left tackle.
2 tight ends. This is a weird formation.
Yeah.
Don't know how to describe it.
Back to pass, Grant double teaming the right defensive end for KP.
Oh no, don't retreat.
Oh, they double team blocked Traore, who's a great pass rusher.
Yes.
But then Clark, you're right, Mike, he retreated and he was ripped down for a sack by Mervin's Amazon, his second big play of the game.
And, you were going to have to punt, but there's 3:25 to go. He would have been just about 4th and 10, and now it's 4th and 18. And that one really hurt.
10-yard loss, nice tackle by Mervin's Amazon. So 4th and 18 suddenly.
And you know who the punter is for KP? Grant.
Yep.
And he likes to do the rugby thing, which got it blocked against. But if he just wants to punt it, he punts well.
Yeah. Whoa, rugby style.
And he got it away just like he wanted to.
Yep.
A directional punt down to the 20-yard line. So that turns out to be a 42-yard punt. Well done, Grant. Well done, KP.
Nice rush by Maxwell Tucker. Almost got a piece of that. So with a 7-3 lead, 2:47 to go in the first half, the Catholic Memorial Knights, undefeated, unchallenged on the season, will take over at their own 20-yard line.
You know, Marshfield, until this point, was behind 7-0.
Yeah.
And by the time you got to the fourth quarter, it was 41-0.
Wow.
In that third quarter, what Catholic Memorial did to them, you know, it was so quick.
Yeah.
And it just took the air out of them. And once again, here we are, toe-to-toe. And 33 forgot to come out. He's their fullback.
David Timpson.
Yeah, 99. Unbalanced line, end over.
Tight splits.
Oh.
Nice run by Crawford to the right for 7 or 8 yards. Get up, young man. Mike, that is another tackle for number 5, Jake Sullivan. He came to play.
Yeah.
He caused that fumble.
Yes, he did. 7-yard gain. Actually, yeah, give him 7.
Yep. Crawford. Harwood breaks into the open shoestring tackle by Kontov, but a great run from his own 27-yard line to the King Philip 46, and how quickly
27-yard gain.
CM runs plays is amazing. 2:12 to go, clock moving, CM.
Here comes that power sweep again.
So the left wing goes in motion right.
5-yard gain.
Latrell Jones takes the handoff for 5 yards. Second down, 5 yards to go. They're at the KP 42.
114 yards unofficially for Catholic Memorial running.
Wow.
Clock 1:45. They have no timeouts. They wasted them all earlier.
Attleboro's going to sub quickly. Not lined up properly defensively, and Harwood takes advantage of it. Inside, pops outside,
nice
first down, gets out of bounds.
Yep, and he gained 7 yards there, didn't he, Paul?
Yes, he did. Well, Harwood, from the 42. This is going to be killing Rich Harwood. He played his high school football at Walpole, graduated from Bridgewater State with me in 1980. Director of KP's football operations, and a kid with his last name is killing him.
I know, and he's also, by the way, for my firm, Bay State Financial, one of our finest special needs financial planners you'll find anywhere.
Yes.
If you have a child with special needs, you want to know Harwood.
Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial Services. Pass incomplete to Jedin Skeet. It'll be 2nd and 10. Also want to thank Christine at the Gavel Public House right there in downtown Rentham. Got a call from her before our first game today, looking to join our list of underwriters.
Christine, I'll be down there, I promise. Thank you.
And check out the KP State Championship.
2nd and 10, right hash mark. Petrangelo looking right. Throws it, almost intercepted, almost caught. That ball was thrown down to number 9, Coleus Osanubi, who I believe had the first touchdown, didn't he, Paul?
I was just told by Jim Jones I keep saying Attleboro.
Yes, you have said that 3 times.
My mouth, it's my brain doesn't say Attleboro, my mouth does, but it's how quickly
it's 3rd and 10.
CM moves.
That was very nice pass defense right there. That ball, I mean, the KP defensive backfield is just terrific.
1 minute, 20 seconds to go here in the half.
Twins each side.
Petrangelo in the shotgun formation. To his left is Jones.
Looking left.
Back to pass. Underneath, the catch is made by Skeet. Breaks a tackle. Forced down at about the 20-yard line. Tackle made by Gately defensively.
That ball's a 15-yard gain. Boy, that was well covered, but it was just a bullet thrown in there beautifully.
So it moves to the 19-yard line.
I think the coverage on that play was by number 5. It's Jake Sullivan.
That's a 16-yard gain.
No, 16. I gave him 15. Yep. I'll give him 16. Oh, he's inside the 20.
So 1st and 10 at the 19.
Clock is running. 50 seconds to go in the half.
Petrangelo back, looking into the corner, out there, knocked away at the last second. Nice play, Thomas Brewster.
Did Brewster get a hand on that?
I thought he did.
I'm not sure if he did or he didn't. It was a well-executed play. want to see. I'm going to see the replay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up.
He didn't get a hand on it, but number 9 got himself turned around. Who'd already caught a touchdown pass, Koli Usanubi.
Yep.
And he just couldn't come up with the ball.
KP has to quickly sub defensively as Catholic Memorial bringing in their heavy look, unbalanced line right. They run that way with Harwood. Breaks through 1 tackle, still grinding. He's to about the 9, maybe the 8-yard line. Runs hard.
Clock is running down. They might have to send in their field goal team right now.
And they have no timeouts, Mike.
Right.
They might have to spike it. Petrangelo wants to spike the ball.
Yeah.
They're at the 14-yard line. Oh, they fake the spike. They throw to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown.
Wow, what a play. Oh, my goodness.
On a 3rd and 10. A fake spike to kill the clock, and Petrangelo throws a bullet to Matthew Rios.
Where was that ball? The 14?
19.
14.
He looked, thank you, look, okay. 14. What, 19? Looks to the left, fires to the right, a 19-yard touchdown pass.
I'm still going to say Rios. It's 14 because Howard just gained 6 yards, right? Howard gained 6 yards.
Okay.
And it's a great kickoff. Extra point.
Yep, the PAT is good. And with 16 seconds to go, suddenly it's CM 14, King Philip 3.
And this is just what I said happened to Marshfield. You just can't believe they have so many different talented players. And that totally fooled everybody.
We'll be right back.
This broadcast of the MIAA Division 1, 2, and 3 Super Bowls is made possible thanks to Mark Perryman and the entire staff at Patriot Subaru, 551 Washington Street in North Attleboro. Patriot Subaru is proud to support the Red Rocketeers, KP, and all of the teams competing for a championship with a love of the game. See how I work that in there? For more information, visit Patriot Subaru of NA.com. Subaru sales and service in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and beyond. Love, it's what makes a champion a champion. Is that how it goes?
For Catholic Memorial, 10 plays, 80 yards.
With no timeouts available.
In 2:41. Wow, 2:31.
And there's a kick.
Line drive. Fielded by Joseph at his own 11. He's all the way past the 25.
27-yard line.
Yes, nice play. Nice return by Joseph. Doesn't go down easy. 36 in there in the tackle for CM, Thomas Sheehan. So KP with just 9 seconds on the clock.
And boy, that takes the air out of you.
Yeah.
When you just play so well. They've only given up 4 completions, but it's for 102 yards.
Wow.
2 big first downs and 2 touchdowns. And they're just going to take a knee.
And they're just going to take a knee.
Yeah.
So just 4 completions. Wow. Well, that was a very fast-moving first half. Catholic Memorial 14, King Philip 3. We'll be back after this on WARA 1320 AM, WARAradio.com, and AACS 15 Sports.
Thank you to Jeff Schweitzer of Northeast Financial Strategies for helping us broadcast the MIAA Division 1, 2, and 3 Super Bowl championship games. Located in Wrentham since 2010, committed to the community, Jeff provides financial strategies that fit your needs. You can contact Jeff and talk about football or finance at 800-560-4637. That's 800-560-4637 or nfsnet.com. Good luck to all of the teams competing for the crown from Jeff Schweitzer and Northeast Financial Strategies. The Eaglebrook Saloon in Norfolk brings the look of the Wild West, a full menu and a family-friendly setting convenient to Gillette Stadium, Patriot Place, and the Wrentham outlets. An experience not often found in this neck of the woods. Partner, a tip of the hat to KP and all of the title contenders from Chuck Horn, Ellen, and everyone at the Eaglebrook Saloon. All hail the spirit of Russ Francis. EaglebrooksSaloon.com.
We interrupt these commercial breaks for just a second. Michael.
Yes, sir.
Peter Bray handles our graphics. By the way, I'm Paul Healy, along with my big brother, Michael Healy. Peter Bray on graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. On camera are Austin Ricketts and James Friedman. But anyway, he noticed that Catholic Memorial players have basically bracelets on their wrist with play codes. One of them.
You mean the things that were illegal when you and I played?
Yes, that was
those
illegal.
Things, yes.
Yes. Well, anyway, one of those fell off a CM player, and Peter noticed a KP player pick it up, hand it to his coach, and put it in his pocket on the sideline. So maybe they'll be analyzing that. If any code breakers want to report to the King Philip locker room here at Gillette Stadium, you're welcome. We'll be right back.
Aitchin's Garage is now celebrating more than 100 years of service to the North Attleboro area. Aitchin's provides 24-hour friendly towing and roadside assistance to get you back on the move. From lockouts to blowouts to dead batteries, they're your local AAA representative. Take care of your Massachusetts state inspections without taking up a big chunk of your day. Aitchin's Garage, proudly celebrating more than 100 years of service to the area and congratulating all of tonight's teams. This broadcast of the MIAA Division I, II, and III Super Bowls is made possible thanks to Mark Perryman and the entire staff at Patriot Subaru, 551 Washington Street in North Attleboro. Patriot Subaru is proud to support the Red Rocketeers, KP, and all of the teams competing for a championship with a love of the game. See how I work that in there? For more information, visit Patriot Subaru of NA.com. Subaru sales and service in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and beyond. Love, it's what makes a champion a champion. Is that how it goes?
No, it's love's what makes a Subaru, but nice try, Paul.
College football was introduced in 1869. 4 years later, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley & Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs. Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts-chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. Personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Congratulations to all of the teams, especially KP from Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com. College football was introduced in 1869. 4 years later, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley & Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs. Thank you to Jeff Schweitzer of Northeast Financial Strategies for helping us broadcast the MIAA Division I, II, and III Super Bowl championship games. Located in Rentham since 2010, committed to the community, Jeff provides financial strategies that fit your needs. You can contact Jeff and talk about football or finance at 800-560-4637. That's 800-560-4637 or nfsnet.com. Good luck to all of the teams competing for the crown from Jeff Schweitzer and Northeast Financial Strategies.
Welcome back to Gillette Stadium. Wow. This game being broadcast on WARA Radio and WARAradio.com. 24 hours after game time, you can go to the AACS YouTube channel. That's one word, AACS, the word double, ACS YouTube channel. And we'll have our video footage linked up with a radio call, and you can watch and hear this game. I want to apologize to our KP fans. I guess I refer to them as Attleboro 3 or 4 times.
At least you didn't call them the Blue Bombardiers.
That's true. But
why don't you go with Warriors?
All right. But no, when the game gets moving that quickly, because both teams, KP snaps the ball quicker than anyone I've seen in the last few years, and gosh darn it, Catholic Memorial's even quicker. and your brain starts going into autopilot to try to squeeze all the information in. And I apologize. I'm used to calling Attleboro games, and I refer to KP as Attleboro. CM had the ball first, drove from their own 26 across midfield, and then were stopped on downs. A bad snap to their quarterback helped KP's cause. KP drove from midfield, could only generate one first down. They turned it over on downs at the 36-yard line of the Knights. The Knights then drove for their own 26-yard line, all deep into KP territory to the 3-yard line. It looked like their outstanding halfback, Carson Harwood, was going to barrel into the end zone. But the second of 3 huge hits by Jake Sullivan caused a fumble which rolled into the end zone. It was recovered by number 88, Luke Danson, a sophomore tight end and defensive end for KP. And then KP drove from their own 20-yard line as far as the 11-yard line of the Knights. A 26-yard pass from Grant to, don't worry, I'll get it, number 3, Thomas Brewer was a big part of that drive. They settled for a 28-yard field goal from Matthew Kelly, their outstanding field goal kicker. That made it 3-0 KP. Catholic Memorial, after a 33-yard kickoff return by Devon Marshall, moved down the field in big chunks, and then a 51-yard touchdown pass from Petrangelo. Excuse me. Ate my sandwich too quick, Mike. Now I got the hiccups.
There you go, just what you need.
51-yard touchdown pass from Petrangelo to Cole Osanubi, just a junior. PAT made it 7-3 Catholic Memorial. KP then drove from their own 15-yard line to about midfield, but that drive stalled after a big tackle by number 3, Maxwell Tucker, for the Knights, and then another sack by Mervin's Amazon ended that drive. KP then drove 80 yards in less than 2 minutes. 80 yards, 10 plays, a little more than 2 minutes without any timeouts.
Yes.
And ended the drive with a 14-yard touchdown pass, Petrangelo, to Peter.
I think you said that was KP who did that, and it was
Matthew Rios. Thank you. It was Catholic Memorial, but again, an 80-yard drive in
the
10
fake
plays.
Spike.
Yeah.
The fake spike. I mean, that fake spike was such a professional play.
Yeah.
They sent 3 players racing on the field to run the play. Everybody knew it. They were moving like a Swiss watch.
Yep.
Quarterback makes sure everybody gets set, gets the ball, boom, fakes the spike down.
Well, actually, we looked at the replay up here. I thought he faked the spike initially. He turned to his left and faked throwing the ball to the left wing.
Oh, okay.
Then rotated his shoulders back right.
Yes.
And hit his teammate in the right corner of the end zone over the leaping Thomas Brewster, who just missed it.
And, it's one of those situations where, KP did everything right for so long, and they're down by 11 points.
Yeah.
And it's very disheartening. When you look at, like Thomas Brewster, he's 5'9", 165. And the 2 wideouts he's lining up with, whether it's Osanusi or Rios, 162, 180s, 162, 185. Yeah. And there's only so much you can do, even when you position yourself perfectly, when it's a perfectly thrown ball.
Yep.
And they were perfectly thrown balls. Petrangelo only threw 4 for 10 passing, but he had 102 yards, 2 touchdowns, the 51-yarder and the 14-yarder at the very end, and 2 first downs.
Wow.
And then they had rushing. Even though they had that fumble in the end zone, they still had approximately, because it's so hard for me to keep up and keep doing color, but I had them for about 20 carries for 120 yards.
Wow.
And KP did so many things right, and they still gave up 221 yards of total offense in 24 minutes. And, I got a little annoyed when I saw the Harwood kid, the tailback, say we could be one of the best teams in Massachusetts history. And then you watch him and you say, okay, sometimes it ain't, if it works out, it ain't bragging.
Yeah. Interesting, Mike, but when you see Catholic Memorial, because again, we think KP, they run plays as quick as any team in the Hockomock League,
Oh,
which
yeah.
top to bottom is a great league. And then you see Catholic Memorial runs even more plays in a shorter period of time. Why don't more teams try that approach?
Well, it comes down with organization. We didn't get much chance to talk about it.
Yeah.
But if you look in the top 3 divisions, every coach you see in there has won about 75% of their games, and the least they've been head coaches 13 years.
Wow.
I mean, John DiBiaso has been a head coach for close to 40. 13 years for how many years for KP? I'm not sure.
17 for
17.
Brian Lee, yep.
13 for Jim Rudolph, the coach at Marblehead.
Yep.
13 for Don Johnson, who was brought up in the North Attleboro program. He took 4 years out of his life to go play for Holy Cross.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably started out as a ball boy there. So you're talking about tremendous traditions, and you only get the kids for 90 minutes in practice. And unless you have a program that starts literally at the beginning of freshman year, it's impossible to do what these teams do.
Or
easily.
In some cases at the youth level, what we see a lot now is the high school coaches coordinating with the youth coaches. So like, for example, in North Attleboro, they're running the same offense and the same defenses that the varsity high school is. So when they get to high school, they already know all the nomenclature, the positioning, all of that stuff.
The former King Philip athletic director, assistant principal is Billy Rice.
Yep.
One of the all-time great guys. And Willie said the last good thing he did was arrange the weight program for the 8th grade kids to take the bus up to the high school so they could work out with Brian Lee.
Wow.
So they start these kids, and the older kids treat the younger kids like their kid brothers.
Yes.
And the consistency and everything good thing you could want in a program, you see it on a daily basis.
Wow.
Really good. Really good stuff.
We're going to take one more break and come back for second half action. Catholic Memorial 14, King Philip, not Attleboro, 3.
This broadcast of the MIAA Division 1, 2, and 3 Super Bowls is made possible thanks to Mark Perryman and the entire staff at Patriot Subaru, 551 Washington Street in North Attleboro. Patriot Subaru is proud to support the Red Rocketeers, KP, and all of the teams competing for a championship with a love of the game. See how I work that in there? For more information, visit Patriot Subaru of NA.com. Subaru sales and service in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and beyond. Love, it's what makes a champion a champion. Is that how it goes?
Well, love's what makes a Subaru, but close enough. Also want to thank Christine Monahan at the Gavel Public House. Meet me at the Gavel, right in downtown Rentham. They called and joined our underwriting crew. We were getting ready to broadcast our first game today. Her husband, Matt Monahan, is one of the assistant coaches for KP, along with Micah Thompson, Mike Constantine, Matt Anderson, Chris Purchard, Sean Gross, Sean Hall, Sean Hilt, Matt Wassel, the defensive coordinator, who's a fan of your work, Michael.
All right, Matt.
Paul Melasherek, Greg Norris, Jay McGuire, the head coach, Brian Lee. We had Coach Mewini.
Yes.
Coach LeDuc.
Right.
Frank Salvo, was that his name? He would help out on game days, and there was one, and then Coach Doyle and Coach Gibo, who handled the freshmen and JVs.
Right.
Five.
Yeah. Well, when I played college football, we had 3 full-time coaches. Everybody else, the phys ed staff.
Wow.
So the game is, I mean, when you tout me as an ex-captain of URI football, it's like touting the game from the Stone Ages. This is modern football. It's the new American. I mean, everybody's involved. It's a happening. And here we go, hop, skip, and a jump. The kicker, who's
Jack Sokol.
And how big is he?
Jack Sokol is only 5'6", 150, but he's a very secure man to hop like that before kicking a ball.
And it's another nice bullet kick.
Kantav on his own 6-yard line comes up the middle, breaks towards the left, initially hit and ripped down by number 46, Malcolm Robertson, his second special team tackle. Kantav moves from the 6 to about the 20-yard line. But again, Mike, that kicker, Jack Sokol, an insecure person, isn't going to hop around that way wearing tight pants in front of 21 other men.
No, not unless they're on stage. It could be a Broadway play. But that's about it. 72, the defensive tackle, Joseph Way, is a sophomore for Catholic Memorial. Everybody else in this team is an upperclassman.
Wow.
He's 6 feet 230. He's the smallest lineman out there I see on either team.
Yes. Trying to run left behind the guard and tackle. And again, I apologize to the parents of the big sluggos. We usually have all of the linemen name in order, left to right. Couldn't get that before the game because the teams were warming up on a separate field, and both teams use such tight splits.
Yes.
It's tough to identify him. No gain on first down, second and 9.5.
I think Torrin Robinson is the right defensive tackle, and I think he's 6'3", 300. The right defensive end is Boubacar Traore, 6'4", 255. He also comes in at tight end.
8 men on the line of scrimmage again. One man
pattern
at the left sideline. Sliding catch. That's very similar. Oh, who was the shortstop, the sophomore who came off the bench a few years ago?
Oh, my goodness,
when the starting quarterback was hurt.
Did they call a penalty here?
Whoops.
I think they might be calling interference.
Pass interference. We'll see. Oh, forgot my field mic.
He might have got pushed. He might have got pushed out of bounds.
Pass interference against CM.
I thought that. He got hip checked. As I screamed over you, he's open. He got hip checked.
So the ball moves to the 35-yard line, their own 35. KP, trailing 14-3, 11:02 to go, third quarter. First and 10.
Nine-man line. Counter.
And here he comes, starting left, going right, following the pulling left guard.
Look at the line, help forward.
Nice run by Rudy Gately, just a junior, 5'8", 175.
That's a very, very generous 5'8" and 175.
Yes.
7-yard gain.
Second down, 3 yards to go for the Warriors at their own 43-yard line.
And that was, once again, they came out with a 9-man line. The fullback, number 25, popped back into motion, came motion from left to right, and they ran the counter back to the left.
It's Astorino, the fullback.
Astorino takes the inside
ball,
handoff. He gets up to just short of the first down, picked up 2.5 yards. Yes, sir.
So to be third and short for the Warriors. They're going to mark this just over their own 45-yard line. Clock is stopped. And they're going to mark a measurement. Again, no hash marks on this field. They expected for the New England Revolution to host a playoff game this Saturday, which is why these games are not being played on the weekend.
Of course, everything went right all year for the Revolution, and they get to the crazy one-game playoff, and they lose on those horrendous penalty kicks.
Which, when I'm benevolent czar, we take that up. Well, the first crazy thing, Mike, first down for KP.
First down.
The first crazy thing is the Revolution had to sit around on their fleshy hindquarters for 23 days after the regular season ended.
That's ridiculous.
So they come out.
It's like bowl games in football.
Yeah.
No wonder they don't play that well on New Year's Day. They've been sitting around. You watch the lower levels where they play every week in a real playoff. They play well all the way through.
They're at their own 45, first and 10. I believe that's Kantav in at running back. We'll find out. He runs behind the center and right guard. Center is Nineveh.
Yeah, it is Kantav.
Yep.
Picks up a long 2. He's only carried the ball 4 times today for 17 yards. Rudy Gately's got 14 for 61.
They're at the 47-yard line. We'll call it second and long 7, short 8. See what Peter Bray puts up on graphics. Sprint wide out to the right is Jonathan Joseph. 3-man line now for Catholic Memorial defensively. Left slot comes in motion right for the Warriors. Grant looks that way. Out to the edge as the inside receiver went to the outside. Thomas Brewster.
Ball's on the 43-yard line. That's a gain of, 9?
Original line of scrimmage was the 47.
Beautifully thrown ball.
Yep. So from the minus 47 to the plus 43, first and 10. That's
9-yard gain. That's a 10-yard gain.
10-yard gain, yes.
By the way, it's a very generous spot.
Yeah.
But we're rooting for KP, so I'm not going to complain.
Coming out over the ball, the big center, Nineveh. End over our bunch formation on the left. That's the wide side. Grant looks that way. Oh, short catch in the flat. Catch is made by Brewster, then drilled by Maxwell Tucker. No gain.
Oh, Brewster. Oh, my goodness. That's an Excedrin headache.
Yes.
Oh.
I'll give you the sound effect from Brewster after that hit. Wow. That was a, Maxwell there was a human exclamation point, Maxwell Tucker.
Yes, that truly was. Brewster's tough little, well, of course, anybody out here in this field for either team's a tough guy. So that need not to be even said.
Yes. As our father used to say, this is not a sport for the faint of heart.
No.
Of course, our mother said in her 80s, getting old is not for the faint of heart.
Oh, my goodness.
Trying to run right. That time, the initial hit by Catholic Memorial's Will Claude, a sophomore. That's a loss of 2 yards.
He just they were trying to trap over there, and the down blocker, he got into the backfield so far, the puller couldn't get to him. Was that Kentav running that? Loss of 2 yards? Or was that?
I thought that was Gately.
Yeah. Okay, it was Gately. But that play was just great defensive line play on the front side. Nothing you can do about it.
Suddenly it's 3rd and 12 for the Warriors.
Back-to-back splits on the right.
Inside 8 minutes to go. Left slot comes in motion right, creating trips. Grant looks that way, but has to escape pressure. Downfield on a stop and go! Brewster tried to run before he caught it. Ball slips to the ground, and Kentav immediately comes over, slaps him on the helmet, and says, "Get him next time, buddy."
Oh, my goodness. What an elusive. I mean, Charlie Grant was in trouble.
Yes.
And I don't know how he got out of there. And he did, and he broke out to the right, and Brewster turned his pattern up.
Yeah.
And his defender once again saw the quarterback coming, and he froze. And all of a sudden, Brewster is 8 to 10 yards behind him. The ball was a little underthrown.
Yep.
The defender was racing back at him, and Brewster took his eye out just as it hit his hand.
He wanted
took
to
his
catch
eye off the ball.
Nice pass rush by Jared Hirschfeld and company. And punt formation on 4th and 12 from the Catholic Memorial 45, 7:44 to go.
Second punt of the day for Grant. Another beauty down the right side, which is going to
bounces.
It's going to roll. Look at that thing go. It's out in the 7. Outstanding.
Went through the legs of Isusi.
Yep. So it's a 38-yard punt. And, you know, these rugby punts, which drive me crazy because they're a little bit risky.
Well.
But when they're well done, they're beautiful. Down to the -7 yard line. And that's a great place to start this Catholic Memorial
So CM
attack.
with a 14-3 lead, 7:36 to go in the third quarter. Each team with all 3 timeouts will take over. Well, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Having played rugby at a high level.
Yeah. Did I
it's
say
a lot more
something
fun
wrong?
Well, it's a lot more fun to kick the ball that way. You have more options.
Well,
and here they are in a double wing formation. Fullback's head is behind the quarterback's butt. The right wing comes in motion left, and that's Harwood on the carry, bouncing through tacklers. Final hit made by Jake Sullivan, who loves to hit other human beings on the football field.
Gain of 4 yards for Harwood.
Moves from his own 7 to his own 11.
And here they are once again in that tight double wing.
2nd and 6.
Tossed.
Yep, this is Detrell Jones, the left wing going in motion right. He breaks the tackle, slips into the open field. Nice block out front by the quarterback. Petrangelo finally ripped down by Kentav at the KP 44-yard line.
That's a 43-yard run. 45-yard run.
Petrangelo, Mike, out front throwing blocks downfield. Yeah, 6 and
39 and 6, 45-yard run.
Yep. 1st and 10. Harwood running right, bursting through tacklers again as the bigger team on the line of scrimmage, CM, starting to assert themselves.
How far did he go on that one?
Is that you know who number 50 is for Catholic Memorial?
No.
Ed Ellis Jr.
Oh, that's right, from Attleboro, who he
Trans-
had as a freshman and sophomore.
Yep, transferred after his sophomore year, reclassified at CM.
Ball's on the 29-yard line, so that was a 15-yard gain.
Wow, that was a great block by Ed in that last play. Sorry, folks, I was late. Mike, what do you got there? I didn't see it.
That was just a toss going to the left. Number 20 is carrying the ball there. One of those power tosses out of the double wing. I don't know number 20. That's the first time we've seen him today.
That's Eric Perkins, a sophomore.
He's one of the guys who played on Thanksgiving Day.
Yep, so Ed Ellis, a left guard. At left tackle is big number 71, Tom Bruin. Harwood hitting the backfield, but gets to the edge, throws a nice stiff arm. The original hit was by number 88, Danson. But Harwood using not one, two stiff arms to get another first down for Catholic Memorial.
The 9-yard gain, maybe more. And it's just one of the, I mean, they had him in the backfield, two great stiff arms.
Yep.
Then a cut, and then a drive.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
If he really is 220 pounds, he doesn't look it.
Yeah.
But boy, he's a really good all-around runner.
Yep.
And here we go with that. King comes in at fullback.
Double wing.
Quarterback
Yes, he keeps it. He fakes to the right wing coming left. Petrangelo keeps it himself. That's going to be about a 5 or 6 yard gain as he moves from the 17-yard line to the 11.
Number 24 made that tackle, and that was a really nice shoestring tackle, too. There's a good fake made on that play. Number 24 is Nick Visusi.
Yeah. Second down, 5 yards to go. They give to the back, tries to go right, comes to the left edge, into the corner of the, no, out of bounds they're calling him. Touchdown!
12-yard gain.
Oh, a flag is down, Michael.
Oh, flag in the backfield.
So the left tackle for CM, we're finally starting to get these numbers, is Tom Bruin. The left guard is Ed Ellis Jr., whose father played at the University of Buffalo.
And is a real gentleman.
And in the NFL.
Yeah, for the Pats.
Yep.
I missed the play call.
Number one, the right wing. That's Jones, got into the end zone, but it was a penalty.
Illegal procedure.
Okay.
And I think that might have been they snapped it too quick.
So now the ball is back.
17-yard line? No, 16-yard line.
And it's 2nd and 10. Petrangelo getting signals, running back is to his left.
Twins each side.
Still looks confused.
Balls are on the right hash mark.
Moves the running back, Jones to his right.
You got to call a timeout.
And KP finally calls a timeout.
No, I think it was Catholic. Oh, no, illegal procedure again.
Oh, legal procedure, Catholic Memorial. So that's 2 penalties in a row. So the ball now moves back to the 21-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and 15 yards to go for the Catholic Memorial Knights. Silver helmets, red and white striping. Crimson red jersey, silver pants. Good look. Looking for their first state championship in 43 years. And if John DiBiaso sticks around, it won't be their last. Pass into the end zone, some confusion amongst the receivers. It's overthrown as running into each other were Skeet and Amazon. 3rd and 15.
There's a couple of good bangs off the line of scrimmage by the. I guess that was to Amazon, number 11.
Yep.
But that was really good. That's the first pass they've thrown in the second half.
Wow. Both teams really hitting on the line of scrimmage. KP, everyone standing up. A blitz, screen to the middle, catch by Harwood.
Great shoestring tackle by number 13.
That was Clancy, but Harwood dives forward. They're going to spot him down at the 12-yard line, so a 9-yard gain. Actually, 11-yard gain.
Yep.
And it's going to be 4th and 5. This drive started at their own 7-yard line with 7:36 to go in the quarter. Now they're at the 12-yard line. 4th and 5. Pietrangelo back to pass. Into the right flat. Harwood with the catch. First down at the 5-yard line, the 4-yard line.
Boy, oh boy, that was well done. They did an A-gap blitz. It was picked up beautifully by the line because the guy coming out of the backfield, it turned out to be a flood pattern.
Yep.
Both wideouts cleared out the zone. Howard picks up 7 yards for a much-needed first down.
Wow. Actually, from the 12 to the 4, 8-yard gain.
Oh, he got to the 4?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I do these things in pencil.
I know. 78, big right tackle for CM.
Here we are in the toe-to-toe double wing.
Yep. And the left wing goes in motion right into the end zone, and I believe the left guard, Ed Ellis, pulled.
Yep.
And it is a touchdown, CM, 20-3, 3:43 to go, third quarter. Wow.
Boy, they're a good team. It's, you just can't.
And you look at the scores they put up this year. 44, 42, 55, 44, 38, 49, 41, 41, 47, 41, 57. KP's done a great job to contain him so far.
Yes, they have, but this is what happened to Marshfield.
Yeah.
Is they just, think about that double wing.
Yeah.
The 2 tight ends in the double wing. Number 8 is 6'4", 255. And number 87 is 6'2", 265. Yep. So they're averaging 6'3", 260 at tight ends in high school, and they're not fat guys.
Wow. We'll be
so
right.
When they come out with that, they just explode over you.
We'll be right back.
College football was introduced in 1869. 4 years later, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley & Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs.
Welcome back to WARA Radio, WARAradio.com, AACS 15 Sports. And Michael, when you're trying to face a team like Catholic Memorial, your scout team can't replicate that size, that speed of foot, and how quickly they get plays off.
No, everything that you're not going to see a better high school team execution-wise than Catholic Memorial. They have to go outside the state to get some opponents.
12 plays, 93 yards on the drive.
Cantavi on the 12.
Yep, Cantav across the 20.
Wow.
Flipped up, nice tackle made by number 5 for the Knights, Sean O'Connor, a 6-foot senior. So a 12-play, 93-yard drive. Took a little more than 4 minutes.
KP has great return teams, and their 4 kickoff returns have gotten about an average of less than 22 on the 22-yard line.
Joseph averages more than 15 yards of return. Cantav, 19 yards of return. Gately, 18 yards of return.
And they're not catching the ball in the end zone. I'm talking about where they're ending up on the line of scrimmage. Is inside the 20.
Wow.
Anytime when I was coaching high school, if we held a team inside the 30, I was doing the funky chicken. I was having a good time on the sidelines.
3:38.
Roll right.
Line of scrimmage, their own 21-yard line as they move left to right. Beautiful pass and a better catch. Leaping up to make that catch.
30 yards.
Number 13, Daniel Clancy.
Watch the pattern. He just ran an out pattern. The ball was in the air. Perfectly thrown, 30-yard gain.
1st and 10 at midfield. They try to go to the fullback up the middle.
Well, that didn't work.
Number 8 for CM, Boubacar Traore. He meant that, Mike.
Well, he certainly did.
Gain of 2.
I'll tell you, that's a hard-earned gain of 2.
And a player is down on the field injured for CM.
That's number 6, Marshall, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
He's probably cramped up.
With the score, Catholic Memorial 21, King Philip 3. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts-chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. Personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Congratulations to all of the teams, especially KP from Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com.
Second down, 8 yards to go for the Warriors. They trail 21-3 late in the third quarter. Whoops, sorry, Mike.
They cannot allow Catholic Memorial to play Division II next year.
Yeah.
You just threw that ball away.
Oh, pass interference flag.
That's a suspect call.
That is, because I don't know if that pass was catchable.
Will Chamberlain couldn't have caught that.
Yeah. So on the second down and 8, incompletion, pass interference called against Maxwell Tucker. But again, you want to see good coaching. Maxwell Tucker was upset, complained once or twice, and then was told by his coaches and his teammates, all right, let's go, next play.
I just don't understand sometimes. I just don't understand.
Well, come on, Mike. Sometimes you travel all the way out here, you're on the field. You got to throw your flag once in a while. Makes it feel like you're part of the team.
I guess. Mike, I mean, that ball
was uncatchable.
That was 5 feet over his head.
First and 10 for KP. They're now at the 33
Counter. Ouch.
Of Catholic Memorial. That's Kantav on the counter. Nice stick by number 26, Will Claude. Left guard pulling on that play.
26 is, by the way, another sophomore. Wow. That's a 4-yard gain for Kantav. The KP tailbacks, every year, they just add new. Must be the same guys coming back. I mean, they never get knocked backwards.
Yes,
their shoulders are out over their knees, and they go low and hard with their head up, and they are tough runners.
The rain has returned. Trying to run right is Kantav. Nice cut. And the cut gets him by Hirschfield.
Got him a yard.
Yeah. But then another big hit by number 99, Kyle King. Boy, quick feet for Kantav.
No, it's true.
Crawford Kantav. Second down, we'll call that third down. We'll call that 6, Mike?
Yes.
Ball is.
And number 20 hustling on here is Eric Perkins, getting out there a little late. Isolated coverage at the top of the screen.
Right slot comes in motion left, Twins that way.
Going down to the bottom.
Right. Oh, beautiful timing pattern. Grant throws a strike to the low outside corner, a fastball, and making the diving catch is Daniel Clancy. Another first down.
And that's an 11-yard gain.
Wow.
Grant is now thrown for 96 yards. He's 8 for 12. And they've been very precise. Outside of that one heartbreaking drop they had, they've done everything right. Gately.
Yeah, Gately running left. And after that 11-yard pass, completion for the first down, Gately runs for 3 yards. Behind Nineveh, the center. Left guard, who I believe is Sean King, and the left tackle, Hunter Hastings. Should have mentioned Sean King's name more often today. 2nd and 7.
Goal line defense.
Gately again runs
left.
Look
at him run hard.
Wow, keeping those feet moving again, running behind King and Gately.
5-yard gain.
From the 15 to the 11. And another CM player is slow getting up. That's King, but he gets back up. Is that Gately on the carry again, Michael?
Yes, it was. He's got 69 yards on 16 carries.
Wow.
On my very unofficial stats here. We'll have the official stats. You'll see them in the paper tomorrow. Once again, 9-man front.
3rd and 3.
Quarterback sneak.
Yes, he tries to go between the right guard and tackle gap and is pulled way back.
You got to blow the whistle faster than that.
Number 26, Will Claude, might have been a little late, but Kyle King in there again. With forward progress, they give him a yard to the 10. So that's going to be a 1-yard gain, 4th and 2. And that will end the third quarter of play. 12 minutes left. The score, Catholic Memorial 21, King Philip 3 on WARA.
This broadcast of the MIAA Division 1, 2, and 3 Super Bowls is made possible thanks to Mark Perryman and the entire staff at Patriot Subaru, 551 Washington Street in North Attleboro. Patriot Subaru is proud to support the Red Rocketeers, KP, and all of the teams competing for a championship with a love of the game. See how I work that in there? For more information, visit Patriot Subaru of NA.com. Subaru sales and service in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and beyond. Love, it's what makes a champion a champion. Is that how it goes? The Eagle Brook Saloon in Norfolk brings the look of the Wild West, a full menu and a family-friendly setting convenient to Gillette Stadium, Patriot Place, and the Rentham outlets. An experience not often found in this neck of the woods. Partner, a tip of the hat to KP and all of the title contenders from Chuck Horn, Ellen, and everyone at the Eagle Brook Saloon. All hail the spirit of Russ Francis. EagleBrookSaloon.com.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action. I think I made it through the third quarter without calling KP Attleboro.
I think you did, Paul.
Yes.
And by the way,
yeah.
One of these teams, KP, has 14 seniors, and Catholic Memorial has 13, and that shows a sign of a program.
Yeah.
There's underclassmen playing in common. They have great JV programs.
Yep.
My compliments to John DiBiaso. In fact, when I was at the Springfield Central game against Franklin,
yep,
I passed my best regards to John on from Ray Cosenza, one of the all-time great Central Mass coaches
at Fitchburg,
who was one of the few guys who had the guts to scrimmage him every year.
Yeah.
And he said the one year we have a down team, we actually played him. So when I saw last week, when I went over to see CM play, I said hello to John for Ray, and of course John gave me a big smile, and it was impressive. But they're a D1 team; they're just too good.
Throwing in the right flat,
play.
Beautiful pass by Grant. Joseph with the catch. They move from the 11-yard, from the 10-yard line
down to the 4, 6-yard gain to Joseph.
First and goal.
And outside of that one drop pass, Charlie Grant has completed 5 of his last 6, and the one that he didn't complete was perfectly thrown. Rhodey going outside.
11th play of the drive. Gately is in the end zone, bursting through the tackle attempts of King and Amazon. KP back in the game. It's 21-9.
My goodness.
Wow.
And they came right out, right on top of things. Just great football.
Once again, on that left side, Hastings and Sean King.
Great block by the. Once again, there's an awful lot of holding in football. So it wasn't called. If it isn't called, it isn't a hold.
For the PAT attempt, Matthew Kelly, a 5'9 junior. Ball down. Kelly blasted through the uprights. Catholic Memorial 21. KP 10, 11:50 to go. We'll be right
still
back.
Still in the game.
Thank you to Jeff Schweitzer of Northeast Financial Strategies for helping us broadcast the MIAA Division 1, 2, and 3 Super Bowl championship games. Located in Rentham since 2010, committed to the community, Jeff provides financial strategies that fit your needs. You can contact Jeff and talk about football or finance at 800-560-4637. That's 800-560-4637 or nfsnet.com. Good luck to all of the teams competing for the crown from Jeff Schweitzer and Northeast Financial Strategies.
Thank you to Jeff. It's good to get to know him over the phone the past few days.
It's great to have his support.
Yes.
A guy who's been in the community for 11 years. Oh, my goodness. Great pooch kick.
Yep.
I'm in that business myself, and I love to hear about good people in our business. We want good people in our business.
That was recovered by David Timpson. Yes, I told Jeff that if we didn't get the commercials recorded in time, which I did this morning before my show, I was going to have you do the live reads. You know, the way I made you do live reads for Rich Harwood 2 years ago.
Well, at least Rich and I work for the same firm.
Yes. Rich Harwood, Director of Football Operations here at KP, also in his financial planning, specializes in working with families with children with special needs.
But we need good people in financial services. Oh, double pass.
Double pass.
He's wide open.
To 23. Pass is caught by number 2. That's Skeet down the sideline. all the way into the end zone. That's going to be a 66-yard touchdown pass. The throw by Drew DeLucia, a 6'2", 190-pound senior. Wow, a double pass.
I saw that coming. I think the entire KP staff saw it coming, and oh, did that hurt. They've had 7 completions for an average of 27 yards. Number 23.
Yeah, and that was, let me see, the line of scrimmage was that was a
64 yard, wasn't it?
Yes.
Was it 36 yards?
Right.
Yeah.
36.
It was on the 34, was it?
34, thank you.
66 yards, yeah. And
the PAT by Jack Hopalong Sokol makes it 28-10. So KP came within 11 points. That lasted 1 play. We'll be right back.
College football was introduced in 1869. 4 years later, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley & Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating system and air conditioner. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley for all your heating and cooling needs.
And again, meet me at the Gavel House, the Gavel Public House, excuse me, right there at that triangle downtown center of Rentham.
Yes.
Walk in, go to the end of the bar, you'll see the KP Championship banners.
By the way, that's 2 touchdowns scored in a total of 38 seconds. Actually, 12 seconds.
And Mike said, do you think DeLucia was a quarterback before they moved him to
wide receiver and DB?
Because when that kid Petrangelo came along.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Is Petrangelo a senior?
Junior.
Holy smokes.
Kantov on his own, goal line across the 15. Good. Cuts back, nice special teams tackle as he gets out to the 21. That hit made by number 18 for the Knights, Nate Kozier, another senior. Love to see the seniors on the special teams contribute.
Yes, I do too. It's their average, this right here on the 22-yard line, for a team like KP, who's normally, they consider all kicking parts transition football.
Yes.
It's like fast break football.
Right.
And for them to have to start on an average of their 22-yard line
wow.
every time is a credit to the phenomenal coverage of Catholic Memorial.
What a team.
Truly, truly great team.
And again, this is as competitive a game as they've had all season long. And there's going to be another pass interference flag. It's going to be against Max Tucker again.
Yeah.
And Max just found out, and he's a bit surprised at it.
But once again, if you got a guy who's the back judge there is literally standing on the sidelines.
Yeah.
If he sees you ride a guy out of bounds,
right.
That's why he's calling it. And it's a very tough call because a lot of people say that isn't interference. You never get by him. And if you never get by him, so whatever, that's a very tough call.
You could argue that he never got by him because of the contact.
Yes, you could argue it either way.
So
And it's just a very, it's a fortunate call for KP. That's a very good defensive back out there. Don't know what to say more than that.
The KP crowd a bit subdued now as their team is down by 18 points with just 11:27 to go, but I hope they can rise up and cheer these boys home because this is a great Catholic Memorial team they're playing, and KP is putting on a heck of a show. Screen back to the left. Catch is made by Kearney. Nathan Kearney, a 5'10", 205-pound junior. Moves from the 37-yard line near midfield.
Get out to the 48, 11-yard screen. Really nice executed play. It's just one of those situations where the fullback blocks and then he moves out to the short side of the field. Quarterback rolls away from him, dumps it back to him, and it's an 11-yard gain for a first down. If you had in the 2 pass interference calls of the last 8 plays that KP's tried to pass on, they've got 6 first downs. Oh, look at that blitz off the corner.
And a flag is down. Grant gets the ball away, past the line of scrimmage to avoid the intentional grounding. Boy, Grant is quick. Want to congratulate the KP offensive line. Left tackle, Hunter Hastings. Left guard, Sean King. The center, Dan Nineveh. The right guard, number 71, Amro Ismail. Number 74 is the right tackle, Christopher Cisse. Mike?
Bronx cheer by the KP fans. What do we got here now?
That's against KP, yeah.
I know it's against KP. I wanted to see where the hold occurred. Well, the hold occurred 3 yards in the backfield.
Okay.
So it's a 13-yard penalty. By the way, KP's first penalty of the game.
Wow.
Yes.
So first and... Where are we here? First
35-yard line. First and 23.
Yes. At their own 35. Mike just said that. Sorry, folks. 28-10. CM over KP. Shovel pass by, number 1 is in the open, Jonathan Joseph. That's why he's a captain. He's going to have a first down, Michael.
24-yard gain, 25-yard gain.
Wow.
25-yard gain on the shovel pass.
A backhand flip by Grant to Joseph, running underneath him, moves from his own 35 to the CM 40.
I cannot say that's a Chip Kelly play. By the way, it used to be called the Utah pass back in my day. Yes. Jack Gardner was the Utah coach who made it famous. Of course, we're talking about in the 1950s.
Yes, I was going to say back when they called the 5-man front the Oklahoma defense.
That's right.
Back to pass. Grant gets a lot on that, but nice comeback by the defensive back, Jaden Skeet. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
That ball was thrown out once again to Captain Jonathan Joseph.
10:32 to go. Clock stopped. 28-10. Catholic Memorial.
Well, when you add in the 45 yards and pass interference calls against Catholic Memorial, that's 173 yards of passing, and for KP, if you add those 45 in there, for 6, 8, 10, 11 first downs.
Wow.
They had that one drop. Everything else they've been perfect on. Oh, look out.
Wow.
Oh, it's a screen
to the left. Gately catches it as 0-45. He's already across the 30, across the 20. Spins, lowers his head, driving inside the 10. He makes it to the 7-yard line, thrown to the turf by Skeet. What a brilliantly conceived and executed play.
Gorgeous football.
We were worried when we saw that blitzing linebacker, but no, that's what KP wanted them to do.
Did you see how far back Grant went on that drop back?
Yep.
He must have been 15 yards behind the line when he threw. And when you're doing that straight back pedal and you're firing that ball, you better have some wrist snap into that.
So
he did.
From the CM 40 to the CM 9-yard line, 31 yards on that screen pass.
Toss power.
To Kantav, runs right, goes back left. Another tackle made by Will Claude.
The sophomore line outside, I guess the corner.
You know, not many guys on the line of scrimmage go both ways through CM either. That's how deep they are. King's played some offense and defense, but mostly it's 22 players. 23 coming on. Drew DeLucia with a touchdown pass. Now they're letting him play defense. Unbalanced left. Kantav runs that way. And they get him down to push him to the 1-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal.
Where's the line of scrimmage on that play?
I don't know. I didn't write down what happened on the first down play. But now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1.
So that was another 3 yards by Kantav, I'm sorry.
Inside, outside, Gately reaches across, touchdown! Oh no, that's Grant, the quarterback. And he's getting up slowly. Oh, there we go, just an equipment issue.
Yes.
Charlie Grant with the touchdown makes it 28-16 in favor of CM.
Now that's Charlie's, it's just a quarterback sneak, and I don't know how he got in there, but he did. He's a scrappy kid. He's got 7 carries now for minus 13 yards and a touchdown.
See if they go for 2. It's 28-16, and they will go for 2.
Yeah.
Try to make it a 10-point game. Spread formation, no backs. Grant back to pass.
He's got him.
in the right corner, touchdown. Catch made by Kontov again. Wow.
Boy, we've seen some awfully good football today.
28-18 is the score. King Philip is still alive. And I think, you know who I've been as impressed with this KP team?
What's that?
John DiBiaso.
Oh, yeah.
The way they've run through their schedule. We'll be right back.
The Eagle Brook Saloon in Norfolk brings the look of the Wild West, a full menu and a family-friendly setting convenient to Gillette Stadium, Patriot Place, and the Rentham outlets. An experience not often found in this neck of the woods. Partner, a tip of the hat to KP and all of the title contenders from Chuck Horn, Ellen, and everyone at the Eagle Brook Saloon. All hail the spirit of Russ Francis. EagleBrookSaloon.com.
Also want to thank Asians Garage, Northeast Financial Strategies, Rentham Cooperative Bank. Back to the action, over the shoulder catch by Jones. And now he's going out the left sideline, and he's got some room across the 40.
Knocked out by a great play by
number 8.
Who is number 8?
I don't know. Is that 8 or 9?
I think it's 9. Matthew Kelly,
yes,
Jr.,
it is.
Wide receiver. And that was a touchdown saving
that
play.
Was.
Over the shoulder catch on the 2-yard line.
Wow.
Comes up the left, and he just turned one of the cover men inside out. And that diving play on the 40-yard line, 38-yard return.
So CM, with 8:48 to go in the fourth quarter, has it 1st and 10, their own 41-yard line. Double wing formation, but they unbalanced to the right. Counter in the backfield. Harwood makes it to the left edge. Oh gosh, is he okay?
I think he pulled or something. He just went down.
I hope he pulled something and it's not a non-contact knee injury, which you see so often on these techno-turf fields. You know what? It might be a cramp. Anyway, let's not speculate. But he moves from his own 41-yard line.
Oh, that was 41 they got out to?
He was, he started at his own 41.
Oh, he just pulled up. I think he pulled a hamstring.
Wow. Hamstring. Peter Bray, Jim Jones, St. Healy, what the hell's the matter with you? Obviously, it's his hamstring. Are you watching the game or not? Come on. Actually, Peter Bray didn't say that, but you could see it in his eyes, couldn't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you see a guy pull the ball to his chest with one arm and grab his hamstring with the other arm.
All right.
You say, geez, it might be a hamstring.
Okay, usually I'm deep, I'm perceptive, I see things. I missed that one. Same guy who was calling KP Attleboro all second quarter.
That's right. That's right.
Folks, you think it's easy being this stupid?
I just
you know how much time I spend looking for my keys, wallet, phone?
No, I don't want people to think we're incompetent. We've been doing pretty well today.
Okay,
I just feel bad for the Harvard kid.
Yeah.
That was a gorgeous run. He was exploding, and he wanted to make a move, and then boom, he was down. I don't know if he would have gone all the way because KP, they pursue like the old Waltham teams. I want to say something, by the way, about the old Walpole teams. I actually met Keith Tracy, the nose guard, on the Walpole team, which upset the number 1 rated team in America, which was Brockton here.
6-2.
6-2.
That was
and I was
Stadium,
telling this guy next to me, after Charlie Grant got a punt block, I was saying, they got too cute by a half.
Yeah.
John Lee's teams, his son's teams, Brian Lee's don't do that. Yeah. And I turned to these two guys, and I said, I remember that Walpole team where they had the 150-pound kid playing nose guard, and the guy next to me laughed and said, you mean him? And it was Keith Tracy standing next to me with his son, and the other guy was a guard on that team who became a D3 All-American at RPI. Couple of great guys.
Catholic Memorial getting some new people into the game. That was David Afogo running off right tackle.
Well, he's not exactly a new guy.
Yeah. Second carry?
Was that Afogo?
Afogo, number 4.
Yep.
So he moves from the 40-yard line of KP to the 37. We'll give him 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
2 yards, actually.
2 yards, all right. Inside 8 minutes to go, 10-point lead for Catholic Memorial. Wow. What a great showing by the Warriors. You consider how they ran through their schedule. Look at the movement on the defense pre-snap, but man-to-man coverage. Nice recovery by Kantov.
That's interference.
Okay, that is interference.
That's interference.
He wasn't. He had his back to the ball and made a play on the man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the receiver stopped, and that's a good call. That's
right in front of the KP fans. And I think Kantov,
he knew it.
But if he is playing football on Saturdays,
well, I hope he is at URI.
He'll be I think that might be his position.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Because he's also a heck of a pass defender, but a hell of a tackler.
He's a terrific defensive back. That's a good call. And I'm rooting for KP. That's just, once again, he did a little stop and go move, which fooled Crawford Kantov. He was trying to catch back up. It was a twist pattern is what it was. It was a pick play, and he just ran right into him.
Oh.
No, they haven't missed anything yet.
Okay. By the way, Harwood is up and moving around, so that's good news. Double wing formation. Left wing comes in motion on a power sweep right. 24 on the hit again for KP. Nicholas Visusi. Boy, that's still a 3-yard gain, though.
Yeah.
That double wing formation. And again, tight splits on the line.
No splits on the line.
Yeah, no splits on the line. Both wings angled in at an angle towards the quarterback.
And the fullback.
His head is on the quarterback's butt.
The quarterback, 6'1", 205. The fullback's 240. This time they faking, quarterback keeps.
Yeah. And they're lead blocking on those power sweeps.
Yeah. I mean, when you got a 240-pound fullback and 205 lead blocking, I don't know how you stop it.
2nd and 7 coming up. Who had that carry?
It's now 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, yep.
And that was, once again, he faked the toss, Petrangelo, and he just kept it himself.
Wow.
They're just working the clock down here. 6:44 to go, 3-yard gain. He's still got negative yardage for the day, by the way.
KP has to sub out. Lyman sending signals into the defense. No deep safety. Back to pass Petrangelo, and it burns him. No deep safety and a touchdown on a post pattern.
Yes.
Beautiful recognition, beautiful pass. Another touchdown for Cole Osanubi.
Was that Marshall who caught it?
I thought it was Osanubi
again. Marshall played split end last year. He didn't even play.
Exactly. Wow.
How far was that touchdown?
Up.
I think it was about 18 yards, but I really don't know.
18 yards on the touchdown. Again, they move so quickly and snap the ball so quickly. I've never had this much trouble keeping up.
Nor have I.
So that's we'll call it 18-yard touchdown pass, and that makes the score 35-18. Still, Catholic Memorial's lowest scoring output of the season.
The game isn't over yet.
Yes. Well.
No, it's, in a game like this, and by the way, John DiBiaso's known when he play lesser opponents,
yeah,
he'll empty the bench.
Yes.
But when you play somebody good, he's going to play right down. When you sub out, he'll sub out.
Yeah.
But this could be, once again, and by the way, that 35 is the least points they've scored this year.
Yeah, 38 is the least points they've scored. They beat St. John's Prep 38-9.
And what's the rule as far as running time in fourth quarters?
30-point lead in the fourth quarter.
So it could be. It could be even more. They're an extraordinary team.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's only 13 seniors, and if you're a senior on this team, you've got a job out there.
Yeah.
You don't because they have hard practices. It's very competitive.
Yep.
When he invites you to play football for him, he's a very demanding man. Matter of fact, like a Brian Lee or like his dad was.
Jake Sokol, there's the hop skip, there's the kick. Kantov at his own 7, across the 20. Gap up the middle, nice hit, special teams tackle made. Is that 28 or 20? 28 on the tackle, LaShawn Sharp. KP with 6:19 to go, trailing 35-18, has the ball at their own 31-yard line.
It's the first time they've been over the 30-yard line on a kick return all day. And by the way, Kantov They have 3 great kick returners.
Yep.
I mean, Joseph's, I've seen him return kicks last year. He's terrific.
We'll be right back. Where am I? Here I am.
Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts-chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. Personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Congratulations to all of the teams, especially KP from Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com.
Done a good job in the ads.
Thanks, Mike.
You really.
Patriot Subaru is our lead sponsor today. And all of our sponsors who've underwritten today, to thank them. They'll be part of our coverage of our basketball and ice hockey coverage for the first month of the year. But Patriot Subaru, North Washington Street in North Attleboro. Largest inventory in New England.
That's impressive.
W.H. Riley and Son, been around since 1893. I think you can trust them. Rentham Cooperative Bank, been around since 1901. Same thing. Back to pass is Grant. Oh, scurries away from the on-rushing Hirschfield.
Uh-oh.
And that pass is picked off. And I spoke too soon about the 35 points. Bursting into the end zone is Jaden Skeet. I hate it when my older brother Michael is right, but a flag is down. Wow, what a play.
What is the flag down for? Well, it's at the end. I mean, it's got to be a block in the back of the interception.
Wow. Interception by junior Jaden Skeet. Holding on the return.
Yeah.
So CM will keep the ball with a 35-18 lead. We'll see where it's spotted. They'll spot it 10 yards back from the infraction. And watching the replay, that was actually a pretty good call. That was a nice tackle by number 20, Eric Perkins.
It really was. Watch the cutback here.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Skeet. So CM will take over at the King Philip 43-yard line. Well, Mike, our first game tonight, Marblehead 35, North Attleboro 28, a thrilling game to watch. Second game, Springfield Central prevailing, 22-15 over Central Catholic. Was such a choppy game with so many penalties.
Yes, and I'm going to say it one more time. You can't call all those penalties on one team when the same week before they didn't get one penalty called in a great game. Both teams were terrific. The officiating was not.
And this game,
4 touchdowns called back is a bit much for a team that literally. Oh my!
But this game has been outstanding.
Oh, it's been wonderful football.
CM in the double wing formation. Again, the fullback of Petrangelo lead blocking along with a pulling left guard.
It was 24 and.
I apologize. The left guard didn't pull.
Yeah, 72. The tight end number 8. Now once again, that would have been if that was Springfield Central. He yanked 72 down with him. I mean, he blocked, and once again, he had him in here, and he threw him down. That's modern football. That was not called a hold there. Every time that happened in the second half of the previous game was a hold.
By the way, the left guard, Ed Ellis Jr., did pull on that play. Again, the double wing formation. You could fit all 11 CM players in a giant shoebox. Running from the left wing up the middle is David Alfogo, number 4. So Afogo, we'll give him 3 or 4, Mike?
I'll give him 4.
All right. So it's going to be third down.
Third and a long 3 or a short 4. I think it's a long 3.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't know what they're going to do here.
Yes. They're at the 37-yard line. Clock is moving. We're inside 5 minutes. 35-18. A dynamite Catholic Memorial team. They spread it out now. Blitz! Unable to make the tackle, though. The initial hit was number 25, Astorino. And then taking him down and finishing the play, Mark Tagerman. That's a sack. Well, where'd that wind come from?
I don't know.
Clock still running, is approaching 4:20 as the wind is really picking up. They told us that later on tonight the weather pattern would shift and the cold weather would move in. I think said weather pattern is here, Mike.
Well, whatever it is, I think the meteorologists have really gotten good in the last decade or so. How many should he lose on that? 5 yards?
Well, they went from the 37, yes, to the 42.
-5, sack.
Punt. Who does their? Ooh, boy, the wind has really picked up here, left to right.
It's coming out of the north too.
Look at the goalpost shape.
Yes.
Wow.
Which is going to be pretty. Now it's just swirling.
I apologize, CM fans. I didn't see who punted that ball. He does it so rarely. He deserves to get his name mentioned.
Well,
but yep.
All I can say about this game, it's 35-18, and if you came to this game, you got your money's worth.
Yes.
It's high school football the way it should be played. Ball's on the 20-yard line, middle of the field. Wind came out of nowhere.
Wow.
Out of the north. And nobody's quitting on either side.
No. 1st and 10.
3:48 to go.
At their own 20-yard line. Grant. Back to pass, heavily rushed. There's the screen
again.
Kantov makes the catch.
Oh,
beautiful open field tackle by Ofogo on Kantov. Looked like a big gainer, and it only gained
2 yards.
2 yards. And look at the people holding the stakes. How it's like they're hugging them for dear life so they don't blow away.
Get tough. Our old man held the stake for 44 years.
Yes, at Westboro High. Oh, I meant to wear his jacket tonight.
Oh, you should have.
Captain of the chain gang, his proudest possession when he passed away.
Oh boy, he used to interview guys. If you want to be in the chain gang, work for me. You got to listen.
Exactly. You're a part of the officiating crew.
That's true. You're not rooting for anybody.
Right.
Looks like a zone defense.
Back to pass.
Oh.
Whoops, Mike, I had my head down. Take it.
It was just one of those situations where I think it might have been a direct snap to Kentavi, but it just sniffed out. They only had a 3-man line.
Wow.
Just a terrific defensive play again and again. It was number 8, the big Boubacar, whatever his last name is, the right defensive end.
Traore.
Is he a senior?
Traore is another junior.
Oh, my God.
Numbers 1 through 13 on the program, all juniors. Then you get to number 14. He's in 8th grade.
Oh.
Yeah. 3rd and 7th. Grant back to pass into the wind.
Great throw.
Really great throw into the wind as Grant, I think that's his 3rd completion this half to Dan Clancy, and that's a first down.
13 yards. 14th completion,
wow.
176 yards out of 20. You add 3 pass interferences to it, and they've gotten 221 yards out of their offense passing the ball. And this is a team that's known as quote-unquote caveman.
Oh! Kantov goes down, and there's the flag thrown for Ray.
I don't know if that's a necktie. I mean, once again, he threw his arm around the neck.
Yeah. But again, number 4 made the tackle, David Fogo.
See, they're checking about this. I'm not sure that was a necktie.
And now the official's hat blows off as this wind is coming.
And
they're lifting up the flag.
Well, they should.
Yep.
It's a 5-yard
You mean
gain.
a horse collar?
A horse collar.
Yeah, it wasn't a horse collar.
Well, I'm saying what it was a necktie.
Yes, not a horse collar.
You know, guys running by you and you throw your forearm and you catch it under the neck and you yank him down. That's a completely legal play.
Okay, if you're thinking of the scene from the movie MASH, please don't say the line out loud.
Oh, my goodness.
The guy broke his freaking neck.
Oh, my
I told you I broke his freaking neck. That was a 7-yard gain for Kantov.
Here comes the shovel again. Can't do
Whoops.
it. Uh-oh.
Grant is running for his life. He's back at his own 35.
Good
gets
block.
a nice, clean block from number 72, Hastings.
Then they call that a crackback.
Oh.
How can you call an offensive
And no, he's
tackle?
picking that up as well.
Good. Good call. Good job.
Again, because he pulled up.
Yes.
He hit him with his shoulder. He didn't lower into the man, and he didn't hit him with full force.
It's a -7-yard sack. Well
So
officiated.
Yep. 3rd and 9 coming up. Again, a loss of 7. Congratulations, Mike. Who are our Patriots Subaru players of the game?
Boy, oh boy. I have to say for Catholic Memorial, when you're a quarterback and you're 8 for 15 for 205, but I don't know how you do it. You had Howard had 135. Jones had 87. Their offensive line was marvelous.
Yeah.
You're asking me to pick a one guy?
How about this?
Yes.
How about the Catholic Memorial offensive line for our Patriot Subaru players of the game?
I'm all for it.
All right, let's do that.
I'm all for it.
So, again, that offensive line, and again, we're 1:33 to go. Grant back to pass on 3rd and 11.
He's got to no.
And it's knocked down by the wind and intercepted by Cole Osanubi. And if Osanubi takes this back all the way, and he does, and there are no flags, and that will put Catholic Memorial over 40 points for the 12th time in 13 games this season. Wow.
The other time was 38, where they called off the Dogs against their arch rival.
Yep. So
you want to keep your KP stats? Thank you.
A 50-yard interception return. Boy, that's his 3rd touchdown, isn't it? Osanubi, number 9.
Osanubi again?
Yes.
I guess Osanubi's got to be the player.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, how can you not?
Right.
He's got 2 touchdown receptions. The wind just knocks that ball down.
Yes.
And then Osanubi takes off with the ball in the wrong hand on the left side, and he just flies by everybody.
Wow. Well, a tip of the hat to Cole Osanubi, who took the Player of the Game award away from his offensive lineman. We'll let them settle that in the weight room over the offseason. It's now 41-18 in favor of Catholic Memorial, but a great job by that offensive line for CM. Timothy Bruin, Ed Ellis Jr. from Attleboro, Thomas Crean, Brandon Sullivan, and Gearby Lambert. Here's the PAT. The PAT is good. I hope the goalposts stay up. 42-18 in favor of Catholic Memorial. We'll be right back.
This broadcast of the MIAA Division 1, 2, and 3 Super Bowls is made possible thanks to Mark Perryman and the entire staff at Patriot Subaru, 551 Washington Street in North Attleboro. Patriot Subaru is proud to support the Red Rocketeers, KP, and all of the teams competing for a championship with a love of the game. See how I work that in there? For more information, visit Patriot Subaru of NA.com. Subaru sales and service in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and beyond. Love, it's what makes a champion a champion. Is that how it goes?
Close enough for government work. Congratulations and thank you also, W.H. Riley and Sons. All your heating and cooling needs out of North Attleboro. Rentham Cooperative Bank. First time Rentham Cooperative Bank that helped him out.
Apparently,
Steve Terrian over there.
There must have been a taunting penalty or something for 15 yards for being too happy about winning 42 or leading 42-18 with 1:18 to go.
But Steve Therian over at the Rentham Cooperative Bank. It was great to get to know him, and thank you for helping us underwrite. Jeff Schweitzer of Northeast Financial Strategies. The Eagle Brook Saloon in Norfolk.
Nice cut.
And that's
got it out to
Joseph.
The 40,
Joseph taken down. Special teams tackle by number 22, Jaden Stubbs, and number 18, Nate Crozier. Where are we here? The Eagle Brook Saloon in Norfolk, and of course, Achen's Garage. And if you follow local sports in this area, or North Attleboro sports especially, Achen's Garage, they've helped underwrite and sponsor just about every local sporting event they could. So thank you so much to all of them.
Well, it's just been a great day of high school football. I apologize to all fans for getting upset about the officiating in the second game. But even if I was right, there's no need for that. It just kind of marred 3 games of 6 deserving teams.
Yes.
And the officiating in this game has been very good. Officiating the first game was very good. Second game, don't know what happened. But, boy, these teams, every one of these 6 teams, I coached this game. I played this game. I've watched an awful lot. I've done color commentary. These are all champions.
Yes.
All champions.
Also, we want to thank Christine Moynihan over at the Gavel Public House right there in downtown Rentham. I've enjoyed a few good meals over there. Great atmosphere. Outdoor patio, by the way, as well.
Well, once again,
spacious outdoor patio.
Maybe get over there to Tom Cataldo, my old friend from Franklin, who became a Rentham guy.
Really?
Oh, yes, of course he did. Because you know why?
Why?
He's a financial advisor. He felt the taxes were too high. Come on, Cataldo. You lived here your whole life.
Jeez.
Tommy's one of the all-time greats and a hell of a football player. On 2 different undefeated teams at Franklin High, by the way.
Wow. And then at URI, he was a co-captain the year after you were, right?
Yes, he was. And if it wasn't for Tommy, I don't know what we'd have for a football program now. Great fundraiser, great alumnus, great friend.
Kantov goes from his own 40-yard line, runs to the left. Again, running left behind Hastings and Sean King.
By the way, Charlie Grant,
5-yard gain.
if you asked who my MVP would be for for KP, it would be Charlie Grant today. And they've had Gately's been great, and the Alliance have been great. And but he's really he's really shown some moxie out there.
All right, so our Patriots Subaru players of the game: Cole Asanubi for Catholic Memorial and Charlie Grant for the King Philip Warriors. Love their helmets. And that's Joseph staying in bound till the end.
He wants that first down.
Yes. And again, they came here to play 48 minutes of football, not 47. We're inside the final minute now. Neither team. CM is out of timeouts.
By the way, Jonathan Joseph is 5'9", just like Gately's 5'9".
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say they're both about 5'6". Whatever they are so tough.
And athletic.
Yeah, they're very athletic.
So that run, let me see, it was
4-yard gain.
Kantov on the first, 4 yards on the second.
That was Jonathan Joseph.
Yep. 3rd and 1. KP not using their timeouts. We're approaching 20 seconds to go. They're just short of midfield. I think they'll run one more play. Congratulations to Coach Brian Lee and everyone on his staff.
The last play of the career of 14 different KP seniors.
Wow.
And they get the first down with 44 up the middle.
Nathan Kearney. And you can hear the CM crowd explode. The first time in 43 years, Catholic Memorial takes home a state title. The Division II state champions, even though they should have been playing Division I.
Well, you know, I really hope next year they go to D1 because they deserve to be in D1. It's no question when you have a coach of like the legendary DiBiaso, if you're a great kid and you have the opportunity to go play for him, that's what you're going to do. By the way, I want to congratulate the CM athletic director, who actually hired John DiBiaso, who's Craig Nigerian,
a Westboro guy,
a Westboro High School Ranger from the class of 1990.
Mike was a Ranger in 66. I was in 76.
And of course, I coached there for many years. And Craig left the Foxborough job, which is a great retirement system, to come to Catholic Memorial. And I think he was the guy who said, why not? Why don't I just ask John DiBiaso if he wants to coach anymore?
Yeah.
So congratulations to both of these teams on a marvelous performance. The score, 42-18, does not indicate how close this game was.
And Gary Brown, the athletic director at King Philip, he's always...
They're just the best.
Yes, they are.
They really are. Although we want room in the King Philip press box. All of a sudden, the last 2 years, we can't get in the press box.
Well, no, part of that was the pandemic, Mike.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
I'll stop complaining.
There it is.
Yeah, he might tell Willie Rice on me.
And there's KP being presented with their runner-up trophy. Well-earned, a great season. Again, started off
rocky.
Yep.
All of these teams, just to brag about the Hockomock.
Yes.
Think about this. You got to the last, in the top 4 divisions, the last 16 teams, 5 were from the Hockomock.
Wow.
That's a great league. It's a great league. And the excellence and the sportsmanship is every bit as good as the play.
And there it is.
There is no nonsense in that league. I'm proud to watch the games with you, proud to announce them. There's one thing about the Hockomock I wish I'd say.
What?
I wish they would have let Bishop Fien in. I know it's a private school, but they're all Attleboro, North Attleboro guys.
There it is. One final time, Catholic Memorial 42, King Philip 18. Thank you so much for joining us on AACS 15 Sports and 1320 WARA.
This broadcast of the MIAA Division 1, 2, and 3 Super Bowls is made possible thanks to Mark Perryman and the entire